can teleport you.
Ah,
I was in Mount Hyjal, so I couldn't
Calico's.
teleport.
yeah, it's cool. I prefer running actually. It warms me up.
Enjoy the atmosphere a bit, of course.
Yeah. Take it all in.
Hello.
Hello.
What do you know?
This is a really nice place, and then you fight Brutalis next to this firewall.
Yeah.
It's a very low importance place, you know.
Um,
It's why it's so ugly over there.
Mamanga?
Yep.
You can trade me yours, and I just need to trade you some of my shit.
Yeah.
How much
Maybe
trash
a
do you have to
full
clear
six.
before Brutalis?
I think 2 packs, maybe 3.
I thought only 1 pack.
There's one, maybe. I think there's 1 big pack, and then there's like 1 big guy, and then there might be a pack. You get.
Thanks, mate.
Of course, bro.
All right, lads and ladies. Do we have a drinking limit?
Okay.
I'm 10 out of 10 fun today too, guys.
It's not the final group, right? No, is it?
The final group. It is. No,
Are you,
wait.
are you
what?
sure?
Interesting choice.
What's?
Yeah, back in South episode.
I think. Okay, I see the issue. Hang on a bit.
That's not too bad. So before buffs, just with me and Pout, 1,343. Sorry, 13,430.
Let's try this, yeah. And then this is the swappy thing.
Have you got it, Mateo?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Well, thank you for the materials, mate.
I think you're keeping a shard in there anyway, to be fair.
Oh, yeah, you had a shot.
No, keep
Jeez,
it.
why? No, I don't want a shot.
Keep it.
Where are you?
I've got 1 bag space left, so keep it.
Okay, I'll hold it and trade you after.
Oh, mate, it's like 5 gold, just keep.
Bit of a random question for when we get going. Drum and Narsa, aimed toward you two. Do we want Curse of Recklessness on this twatting big bastard that we're going to fight?
I think we do, yeah, because it's still a DPS check, right? So it helps in meeting that.
Do we want to put a weakness up, or just stick with our dooms for the other locks?
Weakness doesn't stack with demo, right? And we have imp demo
Everything
shot.
does now.
No, so I'll do imp demo, and then if we have hunters do scorpion sting, and then I'll do thunderclap as well. that should put us into a comfy enough situation, I think. I don't know if there's any other ones besides these three, like Demo Shout, Thunderclap,
Owl.
Scorpion Sting.
I don't think so. I've got a
Stutz
5%
Owl.
Ah, yeah, we
damage
have Owl
reduction
Screech. Does
thing
Owl
as well.
Screech, that stacks with Demo,
Yeah,
yeah?
that's X, yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so we have these. Right. Just gonna, while we buff up, like everybody's here, we can buff up.
Oh,
If you
fuck.
check the post it to Team RN chat, it's also in the assignment sheet, but I'm gonna put it into RN chat. There's a picture with the planned positions for Brutalis. I'm just gonna put it in already because we have like chatting time while buffing.
Need to do a quick work call.
Yeah. So basically what will happen is we come in from the right side. We'll pull Brutalis, he will be facing at the start, he'll be facing right side where Matteo is standing, he will start tanking. And then we have two raid spots for the ranged, one burn spot and one melee spot. I don't know, should I go through the abilities and stuff now or should I wait until we get there actually?
Just wait until we get there now.
Yeah, I mean it's not long, but I'll just wait. But the picture's there already, so we have that done. If buffs are looking good, get self buffs on.
Like you shouldn't do a straight line so the melee are in a spot where they can't be parried. Like just a little degree to above.
Angle isn't. I mean, the picture is super. The picture is very schematic. Like normally we'll stand there where there's like in melee spot. Like it's just because
And the minis don't have a specific assignment because we don't need to move during the fight.
Yeah. Main tank. Sorry.
So
Yeah,
for the melee as well, right? Once we get like a burn thing, we just
You
run
stay
through.
still. You stay
you,
still.
you don't. You do
Okay.
nothing. The idea is that from the get go you will be spread enough so you don't carry it. So before we pull, the melee will assume their positions, spread enough to not spread burn, and then we can.
And that's like a 4-yard range, right?
That's 3 to 5. Yeah, like I even read 2, but I think as long as you don't like stack on each other, I think it's fine. Like for example, if Kieran, stop. I know there's a fucking big bear. So basically, this should be fine. Like if I'm standing here and Kieran's there, then this should be fine. And if not, then we learn from it. Go again. Okay. I guess if boss looking good, then we can get onto this guy as well. Everybody's here. I'm just gonna do a ready check. I think I have done one yet.
I've just got 3 seconds on food buff.
Some people are still. Yeah. Just get personal consumes up as well. So we get them.
I assume I missed the table. I've got water.
I think you did. I'm not sure.
Thank you, Jane.
Okay, let's go. Yeah, you need assist, right, for pull timers. I'm sorry. You have assist now.
Sorry about that.
Just gonna go there. There you go.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh, no.
Arena.
This
Oh.
was
Why would you?
Nice precast.
Momo made me do it. Is it tauntable, right?
Yeah, they actually are.
Then what's the problem?
Fine, nothing.
Yes, but
happened.
to be honest with you, mate,
Scary as
to be honest-
fuck in Arena.
You prevent having the tanks taking damage so they can build aggro.
It's feral druids and a paladin. They don't need that.
Just
We're doing
one
warriors.
for sheep. If you try and sheep this mage, actually, if it goes into the raid, then kill it first.
I'll pull them line of sight back to us, so you should have a good enough window to sheep.
Do you want some phaser or not bother?
I mean, I think you
Bad
can. There
area.
should be nothing in the back, but
Are you ready?
yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's a good sheep. Nice.
What is it?
Bolt Strike. Get the new Skull of the Cross. And once Cross is dead, once Skull is dead, you can start bringing the sheep in as well. Blinked to the right. Pick it up.
What happened to use there? Was it aggro? Or something
Me?
else?
I think
yeah.
aggro. I got Mortal Striked, so I guess it's aggro, but like, I didn't even think I was damaging the. This thing must have been like a bad cleave. Yeah. Ah well. Good thing I didn't use scrolls yet.
There's only good cleave.
Uh,
Not for
guess.
Lian.
Not for Lian, yeah, and not if you cleave the one guy that's not picked up yet. That's bad cleave, very bad cleave. But that might be it then. Yeah, I don't think there's a pack there. So now we get some RP of how the blue dragon Madrigosa comes down and fights the mighty Brutalis. Enjoy.
And spoiler alert, it becomes Felmist.
If a dragon can't
Brutalis,
how
of course,
we-
becomes Felmist.
Watch out, right?
Another spoiler alert, this ice will shatter knock you back, but if you stay far away enough you get knocked back. It's just a bit annoying. Like the
I'm gonna
knockback
be
for
knocked
this.
back.
Never
Counter
spoil
block
that.
as well.
If you're
Does it
fast
kill
enough, you
us?
can skip the wall and get down there before the wall goes up.
Okay, that's the speedrunning tactics in a fucking progression.
I mean, it literally saves no time because you have to wait for the RP anyway.
You will tell
Ah.
me
That's
where
cool,
they
because you're down
are.
there.
Yeah, that's cool. It's very. Yeah, I guess I could use this time to discuss the thing, right?
Yep.
Cool. So basically, this fight is 3 major abilities.
I grow weary of asking.
One is mostly just tank relevant and I guess healers, which is called Stomp. For 10 seconds, he will decrease armor. And then, depending on another ability, this might or might not require a tank swap. So armor is reduced by 50% for 10 seconds, which means more healing on, like immense healing on the main tank. The other one is Meteor Slash, which is a frontal cone ability. Like it's a frontal cone damage, which is shared between all people getting hit by it, which is why you
Bullshit.
spread the.
It knocked me the wrong way! That's it!
You're such a clown, man. Ay, ay, ay.
By the way, if you stand at like the corner positions, you don't get knocked at all.
There's only you that could happen to.
Okay, let's keep discussing, yeah? So, Meteor Slash, 2 frontal cones, which is why you spread the raid in 2 groups. So, depending on who main tanks, the tank has people behind him that can soak the Meteor Slash with him. It leaves a debuff, which increases fire damage taken by, I think, 75%. So, this is another reason for tank swap. You can't get too much of these stacks. I think 3 is maximum, and after 3 you want to swap. Melee won't get hit by it ideally, because they'll be standing at the sides. Or rather at one side, at the other side is the burn spot. What burn is this debuff that lasts on you for 1 minute, and it's just like a dot, which ramps up immensely at the end and requires heavy healing on you. In combination with Meteor Slash, which increases fire damage taken, this means that you can't stand in Meteor Slash if you have burn. So what you do is you move to the designated burn spot, which is marked with a triangle in the picture, and then you just keep DPSing from there and get healed. Melee won't go to the burn spot, they'll just stand at the side. Like I said, you won't get hit by Meteor Slash anyway. So you just stand at your spot and keep DPSing. And the somewhat tricky part about burn is that it can spread if you get close to a friendly player. So for example, if me here, where's Munus in the background, if I have burn now, and I'm like going, can you? Yeah, what the? Okay. So I have burn, and I go like
Stop
through
doing the
Umonga
mechanic,
now.
dude. I'm running away from you. What the fuck?
I'm going through Umonga, then Umonga gets burned as well, which is bad. So what you want to do is, like, if you look at the picture and the range spots, you want to spread loosely, like this, for example. This should be fine. And then the person with burn can like move between the players without spreading it. I think
best way to sort of do when the back line goes in, so for example on the left hand side, Jaina, Aelia, Zenzia, if you go to your max range, and then that'll give us enough space to sort of make sure there's space in between us all.
the range. The thing is, I didn't find a specific number. It's just everything between 2 and 5 yards. I think range 10 is way too much. Like, and I don't think like range 5 does work. Like super small range indicators don't work properly. I think, at least when we tried them out for Illidan, right? They might now. I guess I can just try range 5 and see if it works. Then I get 0 players. Yeah, so I don't know if they actually work. But like I said, a slight spread should be fine. For example, the distance between Moon and Diamond here right now. I know you moved it, but even that should be fine. So
6 works. Yeah.
About dwarf's length.
So this is that. Like I said, the picture has labeled has the names on it as well, where you can stand as ranged. So try and orientate around that. Besides that, there's not much really to say. Like it's
Like
really
one
just
more thing, when he stomps the tank loses 50% armor. If you have 3 tanks, you could have just a substitute that then taunts the boss until the debuff runs over, and then the 2 main tanks do the work.
we do 2 tanks.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You can use a third as a thing, but we're gonna run with this 2 tank and try and keep it a bit simple.
Yeah.
So I know what you mean.
We're gonna go with this. See how it works.
Yeah, I have a question about
How's-
the picture here. So the picture is flipped compared to how we're looking at him now. So is that so the burn spot, how we're looking at it now, is directly in front of him?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's
So
correct,
he's looking
so-
to the burn spot right now.
Yeah. So I'm running left out of the doors here, right?
Oh, this.
So it's all
Yeah.
inverted.
There's
No,
always
you-
one that inverts everything. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Just the way that it's.
I know
there
what
are
you're saying.
names. Okay.
I mean, it's not that hard. There's the tree right in front of us.
Yeah.
That's where the burn.
The firewall is clearly visible in the picture.
Yeah.
There's only one direction with a firewall.
So I'm running right.
So we run through from here and behind him. Like the way I've seen it is you move down here, and then you start there. But, I think the other group can go there then. Like that might work.
What
but-
is Jacko range? Can we get somewhat in position before we pull? Or
No,
is
I think it's pretty huge. Like a huge aura radius.
We should be able to jump down here.
You can jump down, but you can't really go in position. Is what I mean. Like,
Oh, that's true. But
I'm just gonna jump down now. Like fuck it. So basically, we go here. Yeah, the first slash happens at I think roughly 12 seconds. So even if we all start at the same side, you have enough time to go through him because he also doesn't cleave or anything, right? So it's not like you cannot stand in front of him. Like you can just run through him basically, get in position.
okay, who starts tanking?
Matteo will go.
And just to double check that we're clearing it up. Jaina, Aelia, Zenzia, we're going to the far side of the boss. And Telly's staying here.
Yeah, that's how I
Yeah.
read it. So yeah.
Okay. Are there any other questions? Like the thing is, this fight is mostly simple. It's just intensive.
can we do
mechanics.
positioning here and then pull him towards us instead of us having to run through him while healers have to heal and get into position? That's just going to be awkward with.
You can
how
only
it's
do
done.
one side really, right? Because the other side, if the other side can't really move too close to him, right?
If
So
the one side is the side where Tam is standing, and the other side is where I'm standing at the moment, then we've pretty much got him in the middle, and then we can position.
What do you mean
out
side?
of-
I'm on a melee position.
That's a melee.
That's
position.
not where the melee position is going to be, though.
Yeah,
If
it
It is.
Okay.
Like, have
No
you not
mind.
seen the
You're not
picture?
following what I'm saying. It doesn't matter.
Follow me what you're
No
saying.
mind.
Come to me, Zenzia. We can start over here, mate. We can run in
My
from this
my
angle.
problem is not us, Momonga. I can run around for half an
Will you
hour
be
if
in
we
heal
want
range
to.
if you
My
run in like
problem
that?
is the healers having to move while healing the tanks.
Yeah.
So that's why I want to pre-position. But fuck it, it's just me asking questions. Let's go. Whatever.
But I mean, like, even if you put one group together, you're gonna have 4 healers that can do that. The rest of them will be able to run to their positions, no problem. Since we do
Okay.
get, like, 10 seconds.
So can the right side on the picture just, like the right side can already get into position basically, and then the left side just moves insta, it should be fine. Okay. So if melee come to us here, where Moon is. And then just give it a spin, see how it goes, okay? Gonna do a ready check. Okay. So I'll just do a pull time when you're ready, Matteo, and then
Yeah.
again.
On me? Alright.
Yeah. Maybe you get an MD to him as well.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
More lambs to the slaughter.
You come behind me, Jay.
It's off in 3, 2, 1.
Another glorious battle.
Wanting back off you?
Can you give it a countdown next time?
Oh, sorry.
I live for this.
I think you taunted too early.
Hmm.
I have 4 stacks of next one will kill me.
Just keep going. Yeah, it's okay. So this was the 5th then, yeah? The 5th slash?
Yeah, we've got 5 stacks
Okay.
now, yeah.
Yeah, okay, it's fine.
Do we wipe up?
Yeah, I think we've seen what we want to see, right? Like the positioning is like the work for the left side.
I think I was too early on the first stunt. I think I need to let Mateo tank a few seconds of the stump before the next slash. So they can take 3, so I can taunt it back and then take 3. I think it was my bad, too early on the first one. I kind of fucked the timing up, I think.
I mean, that's what we expect this at the start.
Yeah, we needed that run to see how it was. To be fair, how we're healing, because how we're healing along, it didn't feel too bad at the first
The
20%.
healing was okay on the tanks.
Up, are you supposed to be helping with the heal?
Do we
just me
release
doing
melee
it?
or get rid?
We have a DI, but the run isn't far because you can teleport, right? And they manage as well for most. Just run in.
Can I say a few things?
Yeah.
So the melee, you cannot run around. You need to stand still. Like once a melee in the middle gets the fire buff, you all instantly get it if you run around like this.
The problem is that we get the lash on the sides there, so we have to find a position that actually fits all of us.
Yeah.
Did melee that were a bit closer in the back, did they go into max melee range or not?
Yeah, we need to get a more proper position going for this.
Yeah. Also, like the thing is, I didn't really see the sides because I have a fucking guy behind my vision. But Was it too spread? Was it okay? Because like I said, I
Naru
don't
have
see
not
shit from my POV.
We were a lot more spread than we could have been on the right wing.
Okay.
My side, I think there was loads of room. Jaina, were you? I think you were the furthest right. Were you still getting the stacks? Yeah, there's shitloads of room. We're not going to struggle there.
You can get a bit closer then. Like I don't know if Shaman's chain heals went through like they were hoping to. But
Melee for me.
okay. But yeah, if you have more room, then or rather, if you have more room to waste, like you know what I mean. Like if you can stand closer, then do that.
Burns? That was why we're not stacking?
Yeah, that's not stack, of course, but also there's a difference between standing like 10 yards apart and 5 yards apart. Like 5 yards still will be okay, or 6 yards. But you don't really need to spread 10 yards even.
I hate to ask this, but could I have a repair bot? Forgot to repair before the raid.
Yeah. I got one. Somewhere. What?
By the way, the picture they posted on Angel is like how close melee can stand. Like it's not 6 yards. Like you can stand actually way closer, but as Nasa said, the range check is a little bit weird, specifically on not flat ground. So
yeah. So if I do range 6, I get instead 8 yard range indicator. So
can you all come down so we can buff?
I thought we were buffing up upstairs, but we can also come down.
Range 5 and you get
I
a
mean,
6 yard.
there's loads of us downstairs and stuff.
Okay, let's go down then. Let's go down and buff up there.
Yeah, so just like the basic principle that we should follow on this. So we have to like just pay attention to like timers like quite a lot. So we have to go to 3 stacks on meter slash. We can't go lower. We can't go higher. So basically, for example, if there is 3 meters, so you take 3 meter slashes, but there's a stump about to come, I wait for the stump and then I turn off you when you get stumped. In another instance, if I or you get stumped and we're on 2 meter slashes, but there's a 3rd one about to come, we wait for the 3rd one and then we turn.
Okay.
That's it's always not going to be as simple as that, but that's the basic principle. I was too early on the first one, so.
So the idea remains you want to get three stacks of Meteor Slash.
Yep.
And then depending on if stomp happened or is to happen.
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like if it's a mile off, then you just turn after 3. If it's like not going to come for a long time, you might have to eat a bit of a stump, but that's just the way it is.
Okay, I can try and keep track of stacks as well then. Do we think we can keep it get it closer to us? Because what we did is we ran into it as well. I think what I thought we'd do is we just let it come to us. That's why I wanted to have the melee in position already and the right side group, so we don't have to move at all and just let it come. And then only the left side has to move, because now everybody had to move. You know?
Just for an honorary mention, what Narina was suggesting obviously means that we can completely pre-position. Like he means turning the our group assignment exactly clockwise 90 degrees and pulling him into the middle of us. But this this pull has some issues with the Brutalis positioning. Like you need the tank might need to go around a little bit to make that work.
Can I just ask the tanks to do a countdown about when you're about to taunt, rather than say you taunted, just to help the healers out?
Yeah.
Yep.
We can just keep this positioning, I think, but if we try and let more come to us, then should be okay. Let's check. Buffs are up. We can go again.
Can we do it on the right side then? Can we all just get in our positions now, and everyone else?
Yeah, that's what I said last pull as well, right? Get in position and then.
Yeah, but it wasn't exactly.
So we tank him here, or further?
Roughly, yeah.
Okay.
So basically, melee can stand here now and get in position, and then it should be fine. Okay, everybody's ready. Let's give it another go.
So over here we need Xylo next to Adjuster and Cal. Appa in front of him. And then Izzy to the left of Meteor. Okay, yeah. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Are you not pulling?
I was about to, but I thought you wanted to stay.
Sorry, we can't see
Yeah, I was
when you're
waiting
moving.
for
You're positioning.
MD actually. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Gonna taunt in 3, 2, 1.
One thing, 5, 3, 2, 1.
Taunt in 3, 2, 1. Oh, what the? Yeah, that timer was off.
Okay, do mana totem first.
I can't get through there, guys.
Yeah, you can move between them.
Another day, another glorious battle.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to count.
Yep.
Tails gonna get a bit of a stump here.
That's just that.
Stack high.
I've moved into his spot.
That's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
You can taunt us, right? Someone.
I have so many stacks on the deck.
We've lost too many healers.
Yeah, you're on 5 stacks. But we've seen some good stuff already as well. So if you move to the side.
Another day, another glorious battle. You are neat.
Oh,
You
nice
died.
to see him at 50% already.
Yeah. To spread on our side. What is our side? The left side.
Anyway, we are a bit too spread, yeah, but we also need the space between us.
No, you had plenty of space. It's just because you ran into him.
Yeah, I did, because if I ran in the middle and I burnt the tank,
that was
then we
plenty of
wipe
space.
us. But it's not the point. I can't risk burning a tank, can I?
Yeah,
No, but
absolutely.
there was space. Otherwise, you could have run around.
I could have run around the whole fucking raid or risked burning everybody else. I had to burn one person there. We could have spread slightly more there.
Opposite, we could have clumped up even more.
Yeah.
Momo, you're running the wrong way. You got a teleport here at the start. There's loads of room. Even if Makindra gets the burn and stands in the middle of us, either Momo or Verge can just move a bit so that she can move out. The rest of us can just move on the periphery of everyone and go all the way around if need be. But even then, Momo, you could have run between Makindra and the tank.
Yeah, so I probably could have done, but when you basically, if I'd run between them and I'd set the tank on fire, I was wiping us. So it was like it was a choice at that point.
Ah, well.
Ah,
We're here to learn, man.
Good
So,
fortune.
getting us even more clumped means that we can actually get healed by chain heals.
Yeah.
Instead of having a dedicated healer using a global cooldown on us. And that's what it's all about here.
Would a MD on pull be better than Meteor running in and meeting halfway? Because right now we pre-position, but then we have to kind of move anyway.
Yeah, exactly. That was why it didn't get pulled, because I thought it was going to be misdirected.
I'd agree with you there. Misdirect for the pull time would be nice.
Can I do something like really fucking grief right now and go and buy a flask and switch fucking gems, man? Because I need more health for this, honestly. Like.
Sure.
Like I know it's giga grief, but I just like trying to fucking sort this out.
If anyone's back there, just stay outside to summon.
I just fly back. It's 2 seconds, like 1 minute flight. I'll be like literally fucking 2 minutes.
Besides that, the taunt timers were okay, right? Like I think at one point you taunted right as the third meteor slash would have happened, but it
So
seems fine. But
there was one point where like I think we need to like almost like, so like the timer is like I counted for like the stump on Mateo, and it was at like 2.5 seconds on the timer, and I counted 3 seconds, and then I taunted it, but stump still hadn't gone through, so I think like it's a bit scuffy. So then I got stumped, so I don't know.
My timer was dead on. I
see.
Don't know.
We can see the debuff on the tanks once the stomp goes out, right? So
debuff on the. You mean the
yeah, but it's yeah, I can see it, but I need to count down. So if I count down 3, 2, 1, then it doesn't happen. Then I have to wait. Then it's like delayed. Or if I like count 3, 2, and then it comes and I taunt, then it's too quick. So it's more my point. I can't just wait till it comes up on him. I have to fucking get it off him straight away.
No. Okay.
Sorry, I did not talk for a minute to figure it out.
I mean, the attempt wasn't too bad, right? Like Meteor tanked the stomp, and I think that's how it hurt, right? Looking at the thing, at least, because the damage got lost pikey as well.
Yeah, so I had to wait like 3 seconds for the next meteor slash because I still had stacks of meteor slash, so I needed to drop. So
just to make sure, this guy can't be parry hasted, yeah, but he dual wields.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you still can get parried and do less damage, of course.
Yeah.
You cannot parry them.
Okay. Yeah, because I got parries at my position as well, but I didn't really want to fuck around and move more, so I just dealt with it, like whenever it was facing Rodari.
I don't know how and this might be like a little bit of a curveball, but considering how there seem to be a lot of issues with the range spread, we could try complete East transitioning to Narina's proposition, because this will alleviate the issues on the range spread and just means that the tank needs to do a good job at the start for the positioning, and then we're like essentially good.
Okay, so basically what you would do is you start tanking, like I'm the tank now, I start tanking, I let him come, and then I do something like
then
like this basically, so he turns actually and doesn't stand like weirdly diagonal.
Like you run along the circle line and go into like your proper position.
Yeah, we can do that. I don't mind. I'm open for suggestions. Like, I still think this position would work, but I see the point of Narina suggesting helping with the better pre-position, especially on the left side.
Yeah, it kind of puts like all the pressure on the bear tank to do a proper job at the start, but not the pressure on like 12 people positioning properly.
I'm sure a bear tank can handle some pressure, right, Mattia?
Sorry, so are we changing things?
Yeah, let's try it out. Like I said, I'm open to change. So
yeah,
basically,
just look at the assignment image and like turn it 90 degrees.
Can I even? Maybe I can
clockwise
rotate it.
or anti-clockwise?
That's why you don't draw the
Anti-clockwise.
full line.
Anti-clockwise.
So
Anti-clockwise.
the green burn shot is where he is right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And then we, as melee, we stand towards the wall here, the fire. Matthew group stands north, and Dave group stands south. That's the
Okay.
yeah.
So I'll come back now. Graytham here.
We might want to actually run in as the melee. Because then we can start hitting him earlier in the back.
But then we have to make sure that we either get a juiced MD or Matthew goes in as well, right? Because
Let's not optimize damage at the start. Let's just get the shit right first. Think about that like next week or something. Or if we can't do enough damage to kill him.
I mean, the damage seemed fine. By roughly 2-minute mark, we were at 70%, which is roughly a third if you consider that we didn't hero at all. So I think the DPS check should be the less of an issue, depending on how many people we lose, of course.
When are we planning to hero on this fight?
What?
When are we planning to hero on this fight? Like,
I think just like at the start, I just didn't do it because I wanted to see if we can like see how far we go, get the strat down. Now we've changed the strat, but
yeah, I mean, some fights you want to hero later and things like this, you know.
now it's just juice at start, because then when everybody's alive, because there's mediocre risk of losing people, so harrowing later is kind of. I guess everybody, like, we're only waiting for one guy right now, right? So if everybody can get into position already.
That's the boss, and where's one of the tanks gonna be? And then we can position out of that.
Roughly here, right? Is that way you were thinking? Here? Like this, and then the people can stand behind him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, and you would have like maybe a hunter positioned roughly where Arena is standing right now. Like, I'm not sure if there's anything in the assignment for that right now. Like, the hunter at MDs, in order to be as close as possible. And Mateo would be like also go closer to the boss and then just backpedal into position.
Yeah.
And
like that's just the final position. So if everybody that's in Matthew's group can like stand behind Moon now and get ready to the position.
Let's put the run into this in like a minute.
Everybody that's in Matthew group now, if you can go behind Moon and get into your position. Hello? Okay. Then I guess we can do the same for Rodari's side as well. It's roughly here. So people behind. Or is it? Is it here? Like, I don't know. Like, I think Rodari's standing a bit more towards here, right?
Actually, I think I've completely misunderstood where to stand.
Yep. Wait.
This is almost like correct where you are now.
Yeah, exactly. Like at the start, you go like here, get him, and then backpedal into the position, basically. Like.
And if we position Rodari as well in front of Eliandre, that
Like
would
this.
be amazing.
And just everybody go into a position as if the boss was already here.
Okay, we can position ourselves depending on Dave in that case.
Yeah, it doesn't look too bad, right? Is the distance between Mateo and Rodari okay like this? Like the boss looks it's a larger model than we have the base, right? Or is it okay like this?
Probably have to be a bit more than that, I think.
Yeah, I think if the Rodari group goes a bit more back, probably, because you have more space behind you. So if you make use of that and go back a bit.
Jaina, Zenzia. And you could come back. That whole group move back. Whole group, like all of us.
No, we have to stand depending on Rodari. Yeah.
Yeah, but we the whole group move back slightly, so Rodari can move back. The tanks, the frame of the boss is bigger.
I mean, I'm literally in this fucking asshole, so like it's just his tail behind him is like I'm not even gonna be near that. I'm literally inside him.
Ah, I see. Okay, maybe it's fine then, because I was taking tail into account as well. Let's just pull like this then and see how it works.
I need buffs. Hold on. Unless you want me to do it with no HP, no problem. I can
Not
do
really.
it.
Our side is still a complete mess. Moonrick, you should be on the same row as Dave. Should be like around here, Moonrick.
Okay. That should be changed as well. I think y'all can move forward a bit now. Actually, like if this is where Rodari will be standing, then the two healers should be standing next to him. Yeah, and then should get a lot more. But I feel like we're just fucking about again. So, Stud and Matthew, if you can prepare pull, like get ready, and then sort of like longer range has to pull 10. Try and take him down a bit more south, like
5, 4.
I think this will be a problem for melee, by the way.
2,
We wait too little
1.
space on our side.
Wait.
Oh.
Okay. Moving, and now you turn.
And
I think this needs to happen a lot faster if we're gonna do it like this, because this is super scuffed.
Reposition our group.
Yes, it's not. It's like nobody's behind me right now.
Yeah.
Because you repositioned.
No space.
Yeah, but I have to stand behind the boss. What do you want me to do? Stand on the fucking other side of the distance?
Can we just like wipe it, please? Just like.
I mean, people are telling me to move when I'm in the position I need to be in according to the boss. I can't stand over here if the boss is to my left. Hello, fucking hell.
I'm not yelling at you, Rodari. I'm just saying that we had to reposition because you moved, and we didn't. Well, not everyone.
So this really didn't work how it was planned, right? Like the positioning was.
Like the model of the character is a lot better than we anticipated, judging by how far everybody was standing.
Yeah.
Like the tanks. So like when he walked forward, the other group was basically in the melee spot by that. So like everyone had to shift over completely.
Like when we go down now, like don't jump down, and if you're already down, then like we need to exactly figure out at which point you face pull to be as close as possible to the boss.
This is gonna sound a bit fuckery now, but in my opinion, the first positioning is a bit more safer, because you rely on more people to position, but you don't have to like change the actual boss position really much. Like you just let him run towards you, and that's it. And now you have to turn him, and the turning, like that's
big boss frame, innit?
It's just an extra learning curve, which I don't feel like we really need it right now. Like we have enough learning curves that is like requiring a boss positioning is just kind of weird. So
Supposed to stay up here? Alright.
that's too late. Too many people moved down already. Like just jump down. And
So Nasa, am I right in assuming that we're going to go back to that original position?
Yeah.
We're going to do it on. So the Tally, your side, is going to get best in sort of rough position where you can. Stut's going to do an MD. Stut or Tally is going to do an MD pull to Meteo. On 0 of the countdown. As 0 hits on the countdown, the other side is going to be behind the tree with me, and we're going to run over, get in position, just start DPSing. Does that sound good?
And maybe one thing regarding spatial awareness, if your if your position in the picture is next to the tank, then you can stand literally next to the tank, not behind it, but next to him, because like it's a pretty much 180-degree frontal cone, so you don't have to stand like super behind him. For example, if Piggle here in the back of the moon is now the main tank, and I'm supposed to be standing next to him, then I don't stand here, I stand here. Okay? And then everybody behind, then the row behind your row actually can stand closer as well.
So would I be this close to you?
Yeah. That's perfectly fine. And then the next guy is roughly here, and then chain heals should bounce, so you still should have enough room for burn to not spread. And like red healing should be better, okay? I know it's rougher on the left side because you can pre-position like the right side.
It's not the end of the world. We can get there. It's not the end of the world.
Because on the other positive side, your side doesn't get Meteor Slash right away, so you kind of have more time to position anyway. Okay, so let's buff up. Do this.
I think we look like all the buffs are out.
I'm just missing food buff. Okay.
Self.
It's just me then.
Yeah, I don't have self.
Oh yeah, self missing. There you go. Yeah.
So I'm just going to Meteo again, it's the main tank, so Meteo if you can get into position, like the old one basically. And then melee go to the south side again. Everybody in Meteo's group can pre-position, and then we get an MD pull towards Meteo without actually requiring himself much movement, okay?
Cool. Who's doing the pull?
So can you do it? Or is it like grief for your position if you pull?
It's fine. Just please reality check before we call a pull. It's just.
If you can time it for 0, mate, that'd be really helpful for us because we can't see you.
Yeah, just pull timer, I think.
Pull 5's enough?
5, 4,
let's go.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1, go.
More lambs to the slaughter.
Can the other group come in a little because I can't get range on you?
I'm going to hero now.
Okay.
Specifically group 4, yeah.
I guess the other groups can hero as well. Let's give it a go, actually. Except maybe group 5, and then we can put these yours as well.
Is that better?
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, that's probably fine.
I'm getting Meteo Slash here, actually. Oopsie.
So, it's not.
Another day, another glorious battle.
Morning, 3, 2, 1.
There's a stomp coming and I can't take it because I still got stacks.
I think they need to move a bit, otherwise you have to go on the slash.
Glorious battle.
It's on in 3, 2, 1.
slash.
Perish in fact. Another day. Another glorious battle.
Top in 3, 2, 1. Oh, that fucking slash didn't go. This fucking. My god, man. I lose my fucking mind.
Did you get a 4 fucking.
Yeah, it's just didn't fucking 3 on the timer, man. The timers are like literally fucked for me. I can't do a countdown.
I can take it first if you want. It's gonna be Scully.
Perish in fact.
Are we wiping?
Yeah.
Good, can stay still for a moment, please.
Too easy.
Like, holy
Okay,
shit, you can get close.
Kieran, Chained, you have to move away from the pack if you have the burn debuff, because you cannot survive the slash and the high ticking buff from the burn. You need to get out of the slash range.
Right. Okay.
This is the.
Yeah. So I did move out of the pack, but I didn't move like miles and miles out of the pack. So I just got to go out and self heal basically.
You will get healed, but you cannot tank the slash and the high ticking burn.
Do you see the picture in Team R?
Yeah, no, I completely get it. I just thought I was far enough out not to get hit by the.
It's literally 180. Like if you stand before, like in front of him, you get it. Like it's not really a cone. It's more like think of it as a wall basically that hits in front of him. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Because for me, right, like I also stood I even stood in front of the tank at the side, and I still got it. So.
Arcane.
Wait, do we have? Okay, we have 5 locks. Cool.
Oh god, pull the positioning up on that and look at where people are standing. Because this is all over the place.
What are you on about?
And you missing someone right in front of you, Momo?
Yes, I'm missing a healer, Shami chained. Should be right in front of me. Where are you standing, Shami chained?
Otherwise, I had to run through the whole raid, so I was standing at the opposite of green.
Right, no. You need to come over to me. So you need to stay with Momonga. So if you come with Momonga at the start, and you're going to stand about 4 foot, 5 foot in front of me. I'm the circle, I'm the tit. I've got a tit on my head.
Okay, and here can you show me?
So we're going to mount up.
Oh.
What we're going to do, mate, is we're going to mount up. We're going to wait behind this tree for the pull timer on our mounts. As soon as 0 hits, we'll all move into position, and you're going to stand about 4 foot in front of me. So you're going to stand pretty. You'll see us all. We'll figure the positions.
Okay, we're just waiting for those people to come, and then we can move up again. Left side is where Charles is
right
standing.
side.
Right now. No, there's left side, mate.
Yeah, that is left side, where he's standing right now.
Don't do
We're
this.
standing on the right side. So east
look at-
side,
It's
side is
depending
right.
if you're behind
West
or
side is
before
left.
the boss. I always put myself before the boss.
If you look at the picture, then you're supposed to stand on the left side, which is towards him. Right.
Which is the right side from where we came in from.
It's not hard. It's just west side is left, east side is right. If you look at the mini map.
Oh, the picture is opposite taken. Yeah, okay, then I'm at the right side. Jesus.
It's all good. It's all good. How are we doing with buffing up?
Yeah. Look, stamina. Looking good actually. Yeah. Ready to go. Ready to give it another go.
Let's get in position then.
Yeah. Let's go.
I'll give us one of them ready things while they ready check.
I feel like for the melee, maybe is it worth it to, as a whole stack, move left and right depending on who's tanking?
No.
Because some. No.
Oh, if one person doesn't move, and if the person with the burn doesn't probably move, then you're so fucked.
Then my positioning was probably just super bad because I was getting Meteor Slash when Rodari was tanking. Like.
Also, I can't really move too much because of totem range.
Okay.
Like it's really on the edge at the moment. So.
It's a little bit better now. Like it's okay. You have a little.
Yeah,
bit
but a bit further, you will be out of range.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Maybe. Tam, if you can you show again how close did you go to Piggle before getting it?
I mean, I didn't test. Like, Good Kind died. Like when it was at this point, roughly.
Okay.
But I didn't get it.
I mean, I was standing next to Good Kind for a lot, and it was basically like.
Yeah, it is 3 yards, but the only thing, or 2 yards, but it is the only thing that fucks it is like the elevation sometimes.
Okay. Shami chained. Can you mount up and come over, mate?
I am here on nipple.
Where are you, Shami chained?
He's on you, Momo.
Oh, is he? Oh, sorry, I'm fucking losing it. Yeah, I'm ready then.
Yeah, so this would pull. So this gonna do pull 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Never mind.
More lambs to the slaughter. All my plans have led to this.
Can the other side move in a bit?
How's that?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. As long as I can reach Momo, it's fine.
Might get lashed there. Might get the thing.
Yeah, I know. That's
Talking
what I mean.
3,
Like,
2, 1.
I guess I can.
It's too early.
For fuck's sake!
You need to. Can you see the count of his debuffs?
Yeah, so but I
All good, mate. All good.
I literally can't do a countdown because I leave it till 2 seconds on the timer, so like it's a second on the fucking thing, so it's after it, and then it still doesn't happen until like 5 seconds after. The timer, my countdown timer is on 2, and like 5 seconds later it happens, so I count down 3 seconds.
2, 0. Oh my. Sorry.
Okay, I'm just not going to do a countdown, like because it's just not going to work. Like people need, I don't know, I just don't know.
No.
If you're not doing a countdown, you will die. Like we need a countdown on healing.
Right. So let's just look at this logically. So we're coming up to a timer.
Target you.
So you've got 3 seconds left. Don't count yet. Count now. Or do you need to get the stomp? Or who's getting the stomp? Are you doing it after or before the stomp?
People just running.
Are we wiping? Are we not wiping?
Yeah, we.
Wait, what?
What was that, Jaina?
Can you? Can you? Like, right, what you're trying right now, right, is basically what you. If I'm getting it right, you wanna. He does Meteor Slash, and you want to taunt right after, right? Like on the snap.
So
basically.
it goes. So we need to go to 3. So
yeah.
That one right there was a stump, and then 2.5 seconds later there was on my timer there was a slash. So I waited for stump, and then slash was on 2.5 seconds. I waited till it went to 2. I counted 3, 2, 1. So it was like 1.5 seconds after. I then pressed taunt, and he did it as I pressed taunt. So it was like 1.5 seconds later. So if I do a countdown, I can't do it on the timers. I have to wait till he does it. So my countdowns are not on time with the thing. So I can't accurately count down. Is what I'm saying.
Right. Just what I'm noticing there. You're going to 2. You're going 3, 2, 1. Taunt. You've got to. You can go 3, 2, 1. But you can't taunt until the slash has gone off. As soon as the slash has gone off, then you can taunt.
Yeah, but that's a pointless timer. Like,
it's not a pointless timer. You said it's all the whole switching. It is right. So when you're counting, you're going 3, 2, 1. And
so I may as well just say I'm going to taunt.
Later, the slash goes off. And
Yeah,
you've
but
taunted. literally that. It's a second. If you taunt before the slash, you're wiping us. But if you wait that extra second and then press it,
The whole point of the countdown is that
the whole
healers
point of
have
the
the
countdown
chance
is
to.
the healer has the chance to switch. Yeah, but you're
No.
warning the
No,
healers
no,
you're
no,
switching.
okay.
But you can't what I'm basically saying is if you're warning the healers you're switching, 3, 2, 1, slash doesn't happen, taunt, because it happened. Yes, you're warn the healers too early. However, if you taunt there, you're going to fuck up the whole rotation. It's a wipe anyway.
Then you risk the current tank dying because healers already get ready to.
Yep, exactly
heal,
my point.
Or Dari,
You do risk that, yeah. But you're right. The
Can I please just say something? Please, no, wait. Can't you just do the countdown later then? Like, from my understanding, you don't have to taunt right as Meteor Slash happens, right? Sure, it would be ideal, but technically, let's say Meteor Slash, you see the cast bar, the actual cast bar, okay? Can you do the countdown from then, or is this like something that's giga grief?
Just go again. Just let me try it. Just go again.
I have an idea.
Let's stop, John. Let's just go again, please. Can we just let me go? Otherwise, I'm gonna get pissed off and leave. Please, can we just do it again?
We can all see when the slash happens, right? And so can we just mention that, like, okay, next slash I taunt it, and then we see it coming, it slashes, and then you taunt it. So it's not a.
No, let me just go again and do it the way I should be doing it, and then we'll just see what happens, please. No more chatting about it. Thank you. Otherwise, I'm just gonna fucking leave because I'm gonna get pissed off. Like, honestly, I don't want to get pissed off. Thank you.
You learn a lot about doing the boss.
Yeah, could just not talk about it, honestly. Any more talking, I'm gonna fucking leave, man.
Let's just buff up and go.
Yeah, I was gonna say thingy. We just obviously the tanks need more time to get it ready. We're all there to support them, to give them the time to do it. So if we buff up quicker the next few times, and we'll get them a good amount of time with practicing.
Yeah, sounds good to me, mate. Just
I need 5th buff. So 1 second.
Get your personals as well. But have I been? Fuck no, not really.
What?
Oh yeah. Nothing.
What's up?
Nothing. All good. Let's go. Yeah.
Ready?
You're doing a ready check and stuff before we do it.
I did one. I can do another one. Shami chain food buff. Upper still eating as well. Then we can go.
Marius needs kings.
Marius has kings now. Believe, were you ready? Cool. Here we go then.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
More lambs to the slaughter.
You can use heroisms as well, except group 5.
You coming group 2?
Another day.
Let's hunt in 3, 2, 1.
Another day. Perish. Another glorious battle.
3, 2, 1.
Judge wisdom, please.
Elias or Shatter.
So we have full stomp here.
I live for this.
I I can't taunt. I got stacks. I can't taunt this.
It's good.
As well.
Only had 2.
3. Oh, okay. I get taunt now. I guess 3, 2, 1. I guess.
Another day, another glorious battle.
Three, 2, 1.
The Warlock side needs somebody to absorb stuff with him. There's only 2 of us here.
I can join. I'm in.
Thank you. 2 will do, yeah.
Come as well.
Or Marius.
Go to.
Okay, I can sneak.
Yeah, as long as we don't get any
3, 2, 1, something.
Can you verify Matthews?
Three, 2, 1. I got burn on me.
Radar is dead.
Yeah. Can you combat rest him, maybe? Yeah.
All out.
That makes it dead as well. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Don't swap it.
Transitions were a lot better there. What happened with the burn? Was that he targeted you and burn, or was that someone ran over you?
Target me, burn.
That's unlucky, innit?
You got burned because you got it, right? Like, but
just unlucky.
It's not bad though. No, it's good. Like, because wait, you got burned. Did you not taunt then, or what happened?
Right before I was supposed to taunt, I got burned.
Okay, and then you didn't taunt. Or did you still taunt?
I'm allowed to do that.
You getting burned is not a problem with the tank. The stomp will put out a fire and it ticks slow in the beginning.
Yeah, because there's the damage is baby damage at the start. Nothing to worry about. Like if you get burned, you still taunt, and then you get stomp, and then burn is gone anyway.
So burn doesn't matter.
Okay.
On a tanks, burn doesn't matter.
On a tank, it's good even. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that then.
Yeah. So if you get burned, just keep doing your taunt rotation as normal. You completely ignore the buff.
So, the other one is who did I see in the wrong position?
I will stand at the opposite side. It's
yeah, for when you were burning. Just take because at the start the damage for the burn's quite low. You can take a long arc around us all, and then just get yourself in position early because it's the end damage that ticks really high.
Yeah, it's not solo heal at the end.
Yeah, not at the end.
I mean, yeah, you're not supposed to, right? We have assigned healers for that, but I think you were outranged him because you were standing on the opposite side of it as well.
Yeah.
Especially
upper
toss.
At 2 or 3 other healers in range.
Yeah, but they're not focusing on the burn because you should be in the right place for the people that are focusing on the burn. So you've got Moon and who is it? Moon who's doing the burn with you?
Abatos is helping us right now.
So you've got 3 healers on the other side. That sole job is the burn. So that's why you've got to be there. That's all. But it's all learning. We're all learning. Like I said, with the taunt timings from the boss was changing over better when you said. Obviously the timings. Sometimes you're saying it dead quick. Sometimes it was slow. But we'll just work on it. But, that's what we're here for. Getting better.
I mean, if it's not exactly 3 seconds, then I guess it doesn't really kill anybody. So it was good. It was really good. I think we were on a going curve there for sure. So what we do now is we change nothing, because what we do now is working, right? Like, it's just minor mishaps that happen, but changing tactics won't stop the mishaps from happening. So we go again, we do the same, and we do better.
Also, just really quick, like some people notice this. Tanks are throwing full chunk, so threat at some point will be an issue. So make sure you don't micro.
I'm literally the threat meter is basically off my screen. I'm not looking at it. Like I just no way I can focus on that. So yeah.
No,
that's our job. That is our job.
And casters should note that they don't have 130% threat lead. They just have 110 when they're in melee and under burn.
Did you find out the painful one?
and no comment.
Okay, cool. Buffs are looking okay on melee. So I'm just going to do a quick rage check. How the rest is doing.
No, you're definitely right about the tactics, though. We're doing good there. We just need to prolong that and all individually do a bit better.
Yeah. Okay, so into positions again, right? Is everybody yes for the ready check? So I'm gonna assume everybody's here. I'm gonna do an extra just to make sure. Lord food.
Matteo?
Yes, sir.
Are you standing the exact same place every time we pull?
Yeah.
Perfect. Then I know exactly where I can stand. I have a skeleton there.
I'm just gonna do pull 10 from now, then the buff should be up as well. And then we can go. Should I do new pull 10 because you're a bit far?
5,
I'm just gonna
4,
do a new pull 10.
3, 2.
Yeah, sorry, didn't see you in the back there.
That's okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
More lambs to the slaughter.
Okay, now we just try to pump it. Okay. It's up, love it. Wait.
Another day, another
Let's hunt in 3, 2, 1.
After burn, I just go back, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I can run through the raid because I don't have burn then?
Exactly.
Z, step in a bit for...
3, 2, 1.
And the fire rallies get burned?
No. Let's hope not.
They're
Can pets get burned?
No. They see nothing, no. I'm standing on the pet.
My team tap resisted, by the way.
Come over towards center.
I was just giving points for Kendra.
Okay, I'm gonna taunt in 3, 2, 1.
Are we using heroism or
Yeah,
not?
use them. Use them.
Okay.
I'm gonna get one more person for the warlocks. I know we got replacement.
Kick tap resist again. Fuck.
Another day, another glorious battle.
3, 2.
Don't chain heal me.
I live for this.
anyone needs innovate, I can do it after this.
Looks good at the moment.
I'm gonna taunt in 3, 2, 1.
I live for this.
3, 2, 1.
Another day, another glorious battle.
Really good healing, guys.
Gonna taunt in 3, 2, 1.
Refresh demon slaying if you have to.
I live for this.
Shami Shen, can you use your heroism?
Target you.
Haunting.
Good job on the weight in that one.
A demo.
I live for this.
On the way to the
A lot of
finish line
damage now.
Let's go. Reset. Taunt.
I got loads of stacks.
Kieran, can you in position?
Yep.
Gotta taunt it now.
Yeah,
You
you
can.
gotta take it from me. Yeah.
You gotta take
Right
him
now?
with him.
Snoop, come on, guys.
Can you just pret every like try keep it as this for
9%.
now?
Keep going.
Another day, another
8%.
glorious battle. You are me.
7%.
Okay, fuck it.
Circle around him. Make a circle. Everyone kick him. 6%. Bubble. Evasion tank him.
Man. Okay.
What did you say, Nasa? just
5%.
before that happened.
Nothing.
Jinxed it.
Literally, the second you said it, we died. Fucking, you could not. If that was streamed out with your voice, that is ridiculous timing. That was so good, though. Such a good call.
Yeah.
Such a
Yeah,
good call.
for sure.
Everything perfect then.
Can we just like obviously like it's fucking hard to call these things out. I know people are like asking stuff in between, but can we just keep an eye on the stacks? So like if there's 2 stacks of Mateo and there's a 3rd one coming, just don't say it because I'm gonna fucking have to shout over you. It's just hard. I don't want to interrupt people if they're asking stuff, but I have to just fucking shout.
If like Soul said, if you have to make a call as a tank, just fucking
It's
go
just it's
100
difficult.
decibel.
It's difficult
Yeah,
to
of
hear
course.
myself though. A lot of people are saying, and I can't hear my own self speak. It's hard. It just fucking makes it harder.
I think you're doing a really good job, Bradari. Keep up the hard work.
That sounded so patronising, but I feel like it was actually quite a nice gesture. I hope it was quite a nice gesture.
I think
The Legion's.
let me think. There was something I wanted to say, but just super irrelevant to everybody else in the raid. Right, Nord.
Yes.
Do you have improved thunderclap?
Yes.
Okay, so
that's why I'm doing it.
yeah, so every like, because
I
every
said
time
that
I
already.
said I said it resisted, it was just because it didn't even try to apply. Okay, nice.
I said it already, though.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Really nice attempt, guys. Really good healing also.
Thank you.
Who was struggling with mana in that fight, healer-wise?
It was towards the end. We used all my mana pots and
Only at
everything.
the last 10%, but I took a pot.
Right. Do you want to give me a shout for a change if needed.
Mm. Would it be? No, never mind.
It's hard. It's hard for me to do because it's hard for me to track your mana while I'm doing my own job as well. But if you shout out on here, I'm going to keep the windows open to change you in for somebody.
In logs you can track it as well.
Wanted to ask if it would be feasible to swap Resto Shamans from 5 into 1 for Mana Tide, but there's 3 healers in group 5 as well, so I don't think it's too worth it really. So never mind.
Mana healers I think wasn't really the problem.
I think Moon was struggling on his side towards the end. I think that was the.
Since I was using a lot more GCD to heal the burn target, so towards the end I went Moon, risking some chains.
We had an innovate spell, didn't we, though?
Yeah, we had a spell and a wait for you. You ask one of the tanks that is not tanking.
Please, if you want an interview, just do a macro to me and Mateo or something. Or I know for me anyway, it's better if you whisper me and I'll see it. It's easier if you speak to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, please just call innovate.
It's easier just do a whisper macro and then we can see it and just interview you rather than clogging comms.
How are buffs looking? Let's get our food buffs on. We've got him this time, haven't we? That was 5%. Just got to do the same thing. Yeah, more health stones. We'll get some health stones out as well.
Yeah, and Rodari, nice job on the taunting this time.
Yeah, that's good that time, yeah. So.
Yeah, I seen you did one, Mateo, where you called out your timing and you couldn't press. It was like if you'd pressed, you would have refreshed everybody's stacks. Yeah. I know it's shit for the healers, but that would have been a ripe if you'd not did what you did, so it was good.
I mean, the tanks need to be above 90% health then at all times, right? Because he died from 86% this time.
I don't think it was that, was it?
Yeah, it was melee.
Yeah.
Where died from.
Wow.
I think he was going through Stomp, right? The damage looks like during Stomp, no?
I don't think there's a Stomp, is it?
It gives us like 5 seconds. Or 7 seconds, I don't really remember how much uptime the stump is. It hits like a truck, that's all I can
10
see.
10 seconds or something?
10 seconds, yeah. Yeah, you had Stomp at the end, yeah.
But buffs look good though. Are we getting ready?
Oh wait, no, that's fucking... Yeah, we can get ready. Getting ready sounds like a good plan. So I'm ready.
Drain the girl. Drain her power
ready?
until there is nothing but a vacant shell.
Wait like 30 seconds, we have hero up for the start.
I mean, we do some 10-second pull timer as well, so it should be fine. Right?
Yeah, it should be fine. We need to get in position and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, so let's do a pull 10 now. Mateo again as well.
5,
There you go.
4,
Go, let's
3,
bring it up.
2, 1.
More lambs to the slaughter.
Are you Cerulans?
Another day.
It's hot in 3, 2, 1.
I see me.
Yeah, I'm getting mid.
Another day, another glorious battle.
3, 2, 1.
I live for this.
Something in 3, 2, 1.
I live for this.
3, 2, 1. On ping now.
Another day, another glorious battle.
Want to use a Belarus maybe?
I can Belarus after if you want.
That's a turn.
Something in 3, 2, 1.
If you want him to, Narset, just let him know.
Yeah, I think you should rather save for tanks, no?
We use
They die.
Nanobite at the same time.
I have Snowstone on me too.
Another day,
Just leave me here for now, really.
battle.
Launching in 3, 2, 1. Launching.
Actually.
We should just receive or something.
Yeah, Rodari. Do we have time still, or?
Something in 3, 2, 1.
Another day, another glorious
Many demon flanks.
battle.
Three, 2, 1. Taunting. Get a lot of healings until stop.
You have main suppression, you have main suppression.
Live for this.
I need Shadow Priest group or innovate.
You can move me.
I can innovate in a second.
Wait for Stomp to go through. 3, 2, 1. It's not 3 yet. A knife hunt now.
Another
Waiting.
glorious battle.
We're on the finish line, guys.
Nice.
Well played, all.
Careful of Moonrig and Abatos now. They can wipe us.
The burn still runs. Keep him healed. Don't spread it. Don't spread it. Don't spread it. Don't spread it. Guys, really, don't. Please.
The next boss just comes, right? Like we.
I think we have to shoot her down actually before she happens, right? Before.
Okay, good.
Holy,
Even this boss drops badges. What the fuck?
Well, played all besides me, because I fucking played like a greedy shit and got meteor slashed.
Yeah, Nasser, if you look at the picture I posted with like in the last, like you can stand like so fucking close, like.
This is you can basically sit at the edge of the fire then.
Yeah.
It's still okay. This is good to know because I was pretty sure that we had a lot more space between us there.
Like you still want to make a little bit more space than what I shown in the picture, obviously, because allowing for some repositioning if you're getting parried and such.
Yeah, makes sense. But man, this is fucking. Sorry.
That was good. No, it was good.
Yeah. Rest dead as well.
Are we second on the server then on this boss? Because
I just checked while I was dead. We were 5th.
The rest of them died after the boss was dead because burn. Thank you.
Yeah, I know.
Biggest grief though, Nasib, was that you just didn't call out your combat res instantly and say, fuck it, go again.
Yeah, I didn't really felt like wasting one because there's more important roles than a Fury Warrior, right? So, yeah.
You were analyzing the kill.
Not on a DPS check.
Maybe.
This is pretty important.
But you made it. You made the check. No.
We made it, Nasa.
No.
By the way, for those who need to be told, that's not a demon.
No shot. Okay, cool. Yeah, next boss is no trash in between, so just gonna go through the shit here quickly. In the sheet.
Oh, I missed the loot castle thingy then. Okay.
Was there anything you could get?
Yeah, pretty sure it just auto passed and everything because you can't use anything.
So I just got a good job, that guy. Unlucky. Somebody stream sniping me. Anyway, in the assignment sheet, and I'm gonna post another picture. Like there's another picture for Falmus. I'm gonna post it in Team RN chat as well. So basically, what this fight does is, it's 2 phases: ground phase and the air phase. Each phase goes 1 minute, so you just alternate in between each other. Ground phase, you want to have the positioning like in the picture. So you have 4 stacks basically: group 1, 2, 3, and the melee stack, and then the tank in front of everybody else. The people that are in these supposed stacks are given in the picture as well. And then, as you can see in the picture, like there's a big thing called Master Spell, which you need it for is, I think it's called Poison Nova or something, Gas Nova. So it leaves a magic debuff which you have to Master Spell. That's why you want to have this positioning. Why you want to spread the raid is because of Encapsulate, which is a debuff on 1 person. It ticks for, I think, 20k over 5 seconds, and also damages everybody around the person that gets the debuff. So if you see somebody in your group getting the debuff, and it's pretty visible, I think they get like a shield around them and float up to the air, then you move away instantly, so you don't get the damage. I think that's all there is to the ground phase, really. There's a permanent aura, nothing you can do against it. Don't stand in front of it because Cleave doesn't tail swipe like other dragons. So this is ground phase. In the air phase, ranged can still hit her, but you also still produce threat. So make sure to have stuff like Feign and maybe Soul Shatter ready if you want to keep DPSing her in the air phase. The other 2 things in the air phase are a vapor, she does a debuff on a person, which leaves gas on the floor, and then this person has to move basically and kite the debuff, and then it spawns skeletons behind it, and the skeletons are somewhat like, I think, the Murlocs and Morogrim. So yeah, Paladin pick them up, kill the skeletons. I don't think there's anything special to the skeletons themselves. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then the other thing is that she does like a fog of corruption, which is similar to the guy in. Nah, it's too much of a, it's too far stretched. Like it's just you spread the area. I'm just gonna fucking share the picture as well. There's no reason to make it so complicated. So it's in Team Orange. What basically happens is she does like a breath, and the breath is permanently on the floor as well.
Yeah, but
So
where you're standing now, is this north or is this south?
The tree's north.
Yeah, so this is north, like literally as the map, and the picture is orientated towards north as well. So the tank will stand facing the wall, and the dragon will face basically the building. Okay, and then like you see, there's 3 possible spawns for the fog: north, middle, south. You should be able to tell by her positioning in the air. And don't move in it. Like if you stand in the fog, you get MC'd for the rest of the fight, and we just have to kill you basically. Okay. And then this is the two phases of the fight, and then they just alternate between one another. Any questions? Any suggestions? Anything?
I think that was a good explanation. I think we need to just take the same mindset into this one. Let's do it and don't be worried if we wipe. We need to see it. Can you just double, triple confirm where I'm standing? So
just go into positions now.
Go into positions now, yeah. So we.
Yep. Actually, like.
Tank him here.
Yeah, I think we can. Is it fine for the healers if we move Cal to group? If we do it like this, is this grief? Or is it fine? Like if we give the mage the Shadow Priest group, is that fine for the healers?
Just immune.
Find out.
Appa, can you come to us?
We'll find out, yeah.
What? No, you're in our group, Jaina. Yeah, here.
I'm gonna mark people in each group actually. Wait, somebody is doing it already.
Jaina, what group you want to get moved in? Because the group in the raid and the group on the picture are different groups.
Are we close enough here, just out of interest?
I feel like we're pretty spread, right?
Yeah, I can reach you.
Yeah, for the Masty spell sort of thing.
No, that Skylar has to do it. How about you? Are you behind me?
Yeah, we're behind you.
This. This is basically covering all of us. Like
careful you don't pull
Alia goes a bit closer.
Alia a bit closer.
Alright, this I can reach everyone.
Cool.
Okay.
So I just want to end a few things. While it's a dragon, it doesn't actually have a tail swipe mechanic. It only has frontal cleave. So like the first dragon ever that doesn't have that.
And though.
And the other thing is like the melees can't really like move a lot. So like group 3 will need to move close enough so that the master spell reaches both.
Okay.
And question to you, Nasa, do you want to use rocket boots on this?
Let's try it out. Yeah, let's see if it's including height or not.
What?
Do we use Arcane?
I would suggest not.
Right? Do we use the Arcane pieces here? Yeah. Or...
I didn't plan to use Arcane pieces. No.
Okay.
We can do though. Like if we see the damage is to spike, we can change. But my initial plan would be to not do Arcane.
Are we gonna give this a go?
Yeah, let's just give it a spin.
So just one extra thing: when he lands, position is super fucky. So maybe wait like 1-2 seconds with DPS.
Yeah.
There are too many people in group 3 plus melee.
when I read it, it's more like a mechanical boss.
You want, I have a 30-second guide just to refresh memory.
No. Why?
Okay. It's just for refreshment. Do you want it to be refreshed?
Mateo has
though,
literally learned the 30-second guides off by heart. He can tell you
There's-
every word.
Lots of buffs missing, but I mean, we're just gonna give it a spin now anyway, so.
Everyone's ready, yeah. We're probably going to wipe this first one, so let's just do it and see what happens.
Yeah.
I'll pull it when it comes on back.
So start ND pull then, as soon as it's in range. So just be ready, Mateo.
Do you want to scorp it on this perma or?
We'll see how it goes. Interesting thing. Okay.
Girls, maybe?
So this was the Nova? Okay.
Beautiful.
Run away.
What was encapsulate?
Yeah, that was encapsulate. Is it maybe helpful if somebody calls out that it's happening? Because I'm pretty sure she just targets a tally there, so you can even if there's no Casper, I feel like you can tell if it happens because like she actively targets the person.
I am stronger than
Yeah,
ever before.
Call it out if it's on me next time.
Yeah, maybe.
Is there no DPM warning or anything then?
No. No. Didn't feel like it.
Does it only do that once per ground phase? The
No,
encapsulate?
can it up to like 2 times? Or I actually seen a log with 3 times extra. So.
But it always.
You cut off there?
I was going to say, have we got a problem with this? Have we got a problem with this setup or not? So what I was thinking, I don't think we have actually. So Group 3 should have ran towards Group 2 as soon as that happened. Is that correct?
No. Like you just need to be positioned like within 30 yards. Like
No. So when that happened, that AoE, Group 3, where Tally is, he should have. Their whole group should have ran towards Group 2.
just anywhere.
No,
anywhere.
just away from me. It doesn't matter.
There's no healers, so if they just run anywhere and there's no healers.
Telly's gonna die.
Yeah, not out of range of the healers. Like to the left, you can run without. Like the only reason we spread at all in groups is this ability, and it can't cast it like back to back. So you can totally like just move to any group, away, like to any healer, just away from the guy that gets encapsulated. And
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't move to Group 3 there. If they moved south or right, they would have probably died. They wouldn't have got a heal.
Yeah.
So they need to run left or north.
But what would they have died to if they were out?
AoE damage, because it still hits you. AoE still hits.
The
And they were pretty low when they run out. Also, obviously, like as with most mechanics, paladins can bubble it, mages can block it, and rogues can cloak it.
No feign?
No.
Okay. Should have tried.
So, to those that did run out, like, did it feel like were you actually 20 yards away, or does it include height?
I don't think anyone made it out.
No, it's
okay.
It fucked us. We moved straight away, pretty much.
How much damage per tick was it?
3,000.
Yeah, almost 4,000.
Every 1 second.
That's a lot of damage in a very short time frame. Yeah.
Maybe we just need to see it a bit more to figure that one. Individually zogging.
Arcane protection potions. Maybe they're helpful. Yeah. Maybe. I feel like we can just give it another go, honestly.
I reckon
of course.
I reckon we could do that particular mechanic rather than putting on Arcane Res. I reckon 3 or 4 goes so we can all at least see it and see if we can move out of it. Because it's like Do you know what I mean? Like things take us all by surprise.
Yeah. What I want to try next is like try and predict who gets it, so the respective groups can move out. We'll see how that goes though.
Yeah, as he's casting.
It's like I said, it's not a cast, but she 100% targeted Tally there,
Yeah, it
like
faced me,
1 or
yeah.
2 seconds before she actually did it. So
Yeah,
I
if
feel
it
like you
just
can-
randomly looks at people and then it comes instantly.
Yeah.
Without a cast bar.
So you can't predict. So if, for example, if once Tally would have gotten it there, it was group 3 move out, and then they move out. Probably would have saved lives, but we'll see if it actually works like this or not. Okay.
Has Moonwing not got a weak aura for this? It's got a weak aura for everything else.
He's already linked it.
Oh, have I not took it? Fuck's sake,
linked it? Where?
Where? Oh, I deleted it in healer, is that why?
Got a fancy. What happens if I press this one?
There's no weak aura in healers.
No, it's in Rage right now.
Encapsulate nearby.
Does it like does that predict it when?
Let's see what happens.
No,
Let's see what it does.
I think it just tells you if you're too close.
Can we get the big house done as well, please?
I would love to give that to you, good kind.
You have no soul stone?
Oh man, this is my fucking. Now I can't soul shatter.
Big
Oof. Now I can't soul shatter for. What was the last shot I had?
Well, how about we, if that's his last shard because he can't buff up properly after this, how about we have a 5-minute break after this next attempt?
Yeah,
and then
maybe.
Then
but
Zenzi can go get some shards.
But if we get to phase 2, there's skeletons.
Yeah.
That I can farm shards on.
Ah, yeah. So.
Okay.
That's my hope. Please get us to phase 2. Our group's positioned correctly, adjusted and abatas.
For me, it's perfectly fine here.
Seems like we're closer than before, at least.
It does. I still think we're far enough away, though. Is it 20, is it?
Yeah. We should be fine for that.
Looks okay to me, at least.
We could even go further right.
Maybe if the group behind the melee go a bit back?
Or like actually stand on each other a bit better? So you're not such a spread out.
Spread.
The problem for me is I think it's more than 10 people, so I have to cast twice.
The right group needs to be cast twice anyway. We have too many for that.
Why I said we could move Cal over to group 2. He's already in.
Pets also take master spell procs. So just per default, you will need 2 master spells on the right group.
No, the thing is if you move specific melee over, like if you split the melee, then totem range is an issue, probably. Let's try it like this again. Like the Nova was the least of the issues here. Like it was still decently dispelled. So let's just go. Like we're chatting for no reason right now, probably.
Yep.
Radio, so it's coming to be ready, Mateo. Mateo. Here
Yeah,
it comes. Ah, it's coming. It's coming. Ah.
Just Pompero, yeah? Let's fucking go, man.
Choke on your final breath.
Okay,
stop.
Three combatants.
I kill for the master.
There's people.
I think we're too close.
Yeah, I got hit. Failure.
Choke on your final breath. I am stronger than ever before.
Okay, so now we get the air phase. Okay. So somebody gets the debuff now, it's on Ajusta. So Ajusta leaves trails of vapor This is exactly the beam, and then it spawns skeletons.
Don't
so if
run
Kieran
for
get
it.
near the skeletons, and then the next one, and then it's Apatos. And we just kill the skeletons.
It looks like he's going south side.
It's north, it's north.
Is it north?
Or middle? It's definitely not south.
Yeah.
It's probably not. Oh, go, yo.
Everybody in the mist.
Yeah, that positioning's a bit funky.
It
I guess
flew
if you...
and it flew again. Like.
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
Oh, why did it?
Oh, does the mist kill you?
It shouldn't. It really. It just MCs you, right?
Yeah, it just MCs you.
That's interesting. That I think seeing that positioning there looked very different to what I thought it would look like. So.
Yeah.
Was it the only one that doesn't hit?
Like it definitely looks south, but I think its first position, like you said, it moved. The first position was probably middle, so maybe yeah.
I have a feeling that if we stand like the way we are currently, the person who gets encapsulated will die 100% of the times.
Can I ask?
Because everyone who's around him runs away and cannot heal him, and the others are too far away to heal him. So.
Can I ask? Do we have any dependents that absorbs arcane damage? Just a nice extra safety net when that happens. Or do we not have that pendant?
I have it in the bank.
Yeah, I have like there's like 7 on my bank character as well. Yeah.
I have one on me, but it's pretty garbage. Just posted it in Rage chat. It's a very low amount. It's 900 to 2700, and on a 4k ticking damage spell, it doesn't really matter.
Says like 1 tick, I guess. But
No,
not even.
Not even a quarter, maybe.
The
So right now
question
the
is
issue
also
is
how many ticks we can avoid.
Right now the issue is the groups are too spread, and that's why not every healer can reach and capture the target. Yeah, is that what you're saying? I just
Oh, we should be able to reach them.
Then why did you say that?
Do you want to position us, Juster? Use me as your first position. Tell me where to
It's
start.
the problem is the rate damage is constantly super high, and if that comes on top, and people are not 100%, so the encapsulate. I think the person encapsulated will just die. I don't really see at the moment how I even pain suppressed stat and he still died.
So the healers in.
But was that because healers? Was that because healers was focusing on healing other people other than stat?
Yeah, probably. It happens and then he dies basically 2 seconds later.
So in group 2 we have 2 healers. So the 2 healers in group 2, as soon as it happened on start, should have turned and healed stop. Is that correct? Your healer just happens to be a free healer group?
Basically, yes.
So
but
looking at the other ones, there's only 2 healers in group 3. No, it's 3 healers in group 3.
Yes, 1 healer. Group 2.
Only has 1 healer. Yeah, so we need another healer in group 2. Because there's no way group 2 is going to heal group 1 up. Is that one man healable?
Thank you.
Basically,
No.
from a shaman. So we need another healer in group 2.
It is not 1 man, it is like 21k damage.
Yeah.
If you stood in group 2 and 3 separately, do you still get totems?
Maybe not, probably not.
If you place them in the middle, maybe.
Yeah, you can place them in the middle.
Yeah, I guess we can try Arcane Risk. Like, I'm open for it. See how it goes. Gonna put on me.
Senzi, have you got some soul stones?
I got 1.
Got 1.
So that's enough to get my succubus out. So there's no health stones now.
Where's Elia?
Farming soul shards. I thought Momo asked for a 5 minutes break to farm soul shards.
Yeah, but Narset doesn't give us breaks, does he? Like I ask, but it just doesn't happen.
Ah, sorry. I'll come in.
I have a question. About the skeletons just spawn. I think there was a lot where we just were moving around. I was personally just moving around, trying to.
You are not allowed to touch the green thing on the floor, otherwise more skeletons spawn. Like each time somebody crossed the path of like the green beam, like where the green beam was, more skeletons spawn.
So this, did I just misunderstood this thing then? Because I thought it just spawns skeletons by default.
It spawns some by default, and it spawns extra if you move through it.
Okay, that's why there was so many.
That's why you don't want like the things that are the lasers. You don't want to cut through like the middle of the raid to cut the the escape path off. Like you wanna.
I was just thinking about how to tank them.
Would it be helpful? Sorry.
No, if how we were supposed to tank them.
To be fair, I think we need to just go again.
Yeah. Before we go though, I'm just thinking, would it be helpful then if we move towards south then when the flight phase happens, because we have a lot more open space here, which allows us to maybe kite the laser better. Because what also happens is once the first laser is over, like on one person, then immediately another person gets it.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
So, if we try and utilize the space a bit more,
so
then
minimum fix we need to do though to go is we definitely need a second healer in group 2. I feel, because if someone in group 1 gets the thing, we can't heal them.
We can, I guess, we can move Pal into group 2. So that helps.
Yeah, just as long as there's an extra healer.
Oh yeah. Like no other swaps, just Carl move into a group 2 and then that's it.
Cool. Let's get ourselves, make sure you're all buffed up, and let's get ourselves in position.
Can the guys who get lasers on them like call that out in Discord? Like, I have the laser on me, for example. Like,
I can also try and help because like you get a notification as well. So
yeah, I just
I will
people seem to not be aware like of who had it, kind of thing.
Like it's not the end of the world if you like at the start cross paths with them, but I get some more skeletons, but just make sure to not unnecessarily go in there.
Just waiting on Moon and Appa. I think they're just talking, are they? Or just waiting on Apatos.
Yeah, and there's earlier writes in chat. Don't make like lines directly like horizontal. So.
That's everybody ready?
Yeah.
Do you want to pull on next pass stop?
Yeah.
You ready, Matteo?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Becoming any second then, right? There we go.
Choke on your final breath. Choke on your final breath.
Okay, taking off any second.
I am stronger than ever.
Okay, let's move towards south then. Right, let's go a bit down. And now Norad has it. Piggle. This Collins as well.
The constructs are probably good there.
For sure.
Earthbind on also work.
She's on the higher
south.
side.
I think it's south, yeah.
No, she's going north, she's going north, she's going north.
Oh.
Breath incoming.
Oh, middle, I think.
Yeah, it's middle. Right?
That's north.
That's north, okay. Interesting. We have to kill Izzy now.
I failed
or
this
Squad
fight this.
Okay, so at least that disappears instantly. Now I go back to your positions. And wait a bit with DPS because it might
Seems
be.
like-
Okay.
Breath Sam.
Middle.
Oh,
What?
yeah, we're
let's
not
go.
fucking watching. Sorry.
Yeah, to be fair, I didn't
Oh,
really.
listening, I said it. I said
We
mid.
have to kill him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
half
a
the
white.
way.
That's a white.
It's
That's
like half
half
the rate, yeah.
That's south. This is
It
south.
does it 3 times in a row.
Second
As
kill.
we said in the video.
Three
almost
times in
middle.
a row, and we need to remember 3 times, not
Okay.
one.
Whoa, guys!
I got loads of shots this time. It's fine.
Why the fuck do you a diamond? That's so stupid.
I mean, like, pretty sure DBM tells you, right? Or is it's just the
That's
count
what-
of which fuck of corruption it is? It's probably like it would like the one went like the first one went north, then middle, then south, right? I mean,
North, middle. I saw wrong the second time.
alright,
The third time, sorry.
It's just the timer then, alright.
Yeah. Okay, so we saw the mechanic now, like properly. We know how many breaths we get. Sorry for that. I fucked up the timers there. Like I kind of assumed that we go back into normal. We didn't go back to normal. She breathed us all.
It's all learning, isn't it? It's all learning.
Yeah. So we did 2 hours now, which is according to our great red leader Soul, who is not here, the first half of the raid, because we go until 12. We, not him. You go till 12, right? So what we're gonna do is take a little break, get a breath, get your drink, go to the toilet, whatever you want to do, and then we come back and get an actual kill or something, right?
No, sounds like a plan, mate.
While it's fresh in my mind, can I ask you a question about the mechanics quick?
Yeah, I mean I'm not gonna go, so.
Alright, cool. When it's doing the breaths, is there any other damage happening? The poison shit is still happening at that time, right?
It looked like, it looked to me like after the first breath happens, she doesn't do the thing anymore. Like, so it looked to me like she does the.
Yeah, there are only two targeted beams, and the thing will disappear after. But the aura still damages you through the entire phase, and the skeletons are still there.
Okay, cool.
But nothing else comes out.
So we had 2 beams, 3 breaths, and that's fixed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did we hero on that attempt or no?
No.
Izzy and
It was on cooldown.
Shammy chained it.
But
I was saving it until the landing because it's useless when it's going out in the air.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
No, I reckon this one's gonna require less DPS. It feels like.
Yeah, it's just that hero came up right as she was about to fly up. So
Yeah, no, I was just trying to gauge like how
Yeah.
if that percentage we just did was based off of if we had hero or not.
yeah, no. She goes down pretty fast.
a lot more of a like, controlling fight rather than DPS, really. Yeah.
It's just a Nixia, dude.
With extra steps, yeah.
It's a Nixia Nightbane combo, I guess.
I can't even tell if Arcane was worth it because
We didn't get one. Yeah.
No, yeah.
I put it on as well, but we didn't get. But I'm just.
We didn't get one at all, like in no group.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there was
it's
no- no- no.
0 to 3. It's
Yeah,
the amount you can do.
I guess that's why Arcane Res is a bit of a on this fight because it can either be really helpful or do nothing.
But I mean, that's also why I was asking about the damage. Like, I don't think it. I think we should just run it. Like the damage is, we're gonna kill the boss.
I mean, the interesting thing is, unlike what's it called, the first boss, Caligos, where like the arcane buffet is binary. Like it can only fully resist or half. Like this thing can partially resist. So
like Mother.
Yeah, so you have a lot more like chances for it to be lowered in damage taken.
When you're in the encapsulate, can you still do things? I mean, I should know this because I was in it, but I think I just died really quickly. But like, can you still cast?
I think you
and
can now.
use health stones and stuff, or are you just fucked?
You just fucked. You have to.
Yeah, pretty sure
transfer.
you're stunned.
Okay.
But you're stunned in a weird way because I've been told you can still use cloak, which you can't if you're normally stunned.
Okay.
and you can bubble it, right?
Yeah, like the immunities work anyway. Like that's
okay.
Like you can probably DI it as well.
You can, yeah. I think that was some guilds suggested to do, like just whoever gets encapsulate, you DI them, and then be done with it.
Petri flask.
And then have a bunch of soulstones on your. Oh, just one because there's cooldown on DI.
I guess Petri flask is not even a troll option. Like at least when you're going towards the end.
It is and it isn't, because you like knock yourself out of the fight for a minute. So depending on who gets it, it's kind of shit to have it. But I guess me as a DPS, I could Petri it, yeah.
Like a self DI.
Yeah, exactly. But then again, you lose all your buffs, which is meh.
Not all buffs, right? Just
No, all buffs. I'm pretty sure you lose all buffs. Because I remember trying to Petri, like after pre-patch hit, try to do the Petri Flask game on Maxna, where you Petri Flask the web, and I just I neither could click it off, and I did lose all my web buffs and everything else as well. So yeah, not recommendable. At least in that scenario. But
that's not good.
So right, I feel like we should go with some Arcane Res as well, though. Like even if chance might be low that you get it in your group, just do the combo of Trinket and maybe Cloak as well, even. And then on the safer side, and then
5, 4.
you can hopefully like getting a kill.
2, 1.
The Naru.
Okay, gonna do AFK check.
I'm running in. Marius too.
No, this is just the are you here check.
Yes.
You can get vapes on Deliveroo?
Yeah, in Belfast you can't bro get fucking anything you want. Cost me a fucking fortune, but I don't give a fuck, man. Like I literally like it was cheaper than cigarettes, so yeah.
Cheaper than smashing your screen as well.
Yeah, also true, yeah. I was going to order more beer, but I might as well have sold my house and slept in my car tonight if I wanted to buy that off delivery. Fucking hell. It was like £10 for like 4 fucking Coors Light. Like, I might as well fucking drink my own piss.
Okay. We're gonna wait for Marius to come down, then we buff up. And
I just said he has an IRL thing, so it's gonna be 5.
He has an IRL thing?
Yeah.
Oh. 5 more minutes even, okay.
Which means I'm gonna go smoke. Be right back.
Oh, so 10 guilds have killed Brutalis now.
10?
Oh,
no, server, yeah. Yeah, and 3 of them Falmist. Cool.
Can somebody with a bigger brain than me after this? Not right now, after this.
Literally all of us then?
Yeah, everybody.
This is a measure of the entire raid.
Yeah.
The whole server.
Yeah, anybody with a bigger brain tell me how fucking low I was in Brutalis on our kill after this raid, like on the logs, because I'm pretty sure I was like 150 HP at one point. I did like IRL fucking shit myself.
Maybe you should order a new pair of knickers then as well.
Yeah, I need that as well. I also need to do washing, so I have no fucking cleaning ones right now. So yeah, just, I'm in a bit of a situation here, boys. Not gonna lie.
Time to wear the same undies for 3 days straight. Let's fucking.
That's literally my plan this weekend. No cap.
Just while we're waiting, should we figure out these positionings for north, south, and thingy? So I'm going to look at the thing and stand where I think they are. So I think when he's here behind me, so if you stay in the raid position over there, Zentia, so you can see like from where we are. So I think when he's here, it's north. I'm going to go to where I think is middle. I reckon when he's here, it's middle, and I reckon south is going to be
That far down, really?
like this far down, yeah.
But she also did from the other side, right?
The other side, yeah. So the other side's different because we've got a funky angle there. So when we thought she was sort of middle, she was actually thingy. So I think this here, I think this is north, and I reckon this is middle, and I reckon this is south. Because if you look on the actual little sign thing that we had, south is just this side of this little thing here. See this fucking bush? It's south of this bush still. So it's like over here. Which makes middle.
Yeah, I see, okay.
Here.
It's too low.
I mean,
it's too low, Momo.
in reality, is it not the fact though of we just need to know where it is and then we just move as fucking far away from it as possible? we don't need on the edge of it. We just need to fucking. If it's middle, we just fucking move to the wall.
The problem is
away from middle.
Middle looks like south.
Yeah, I think south is just super south. Like if you
Yeah,
look at it, it's here where I am right
south.
now. Like this is
Yeah.
south.
Like if it's south, then we just fucking like press W like to this fucking wall. If it's middle, no matter what side we're on, we just fucking press W to the edge. Like I mean, it's just...
Yeah. So I think middle and north are kind of what like it looked like he was going middle, and it was totally north. So it's like just a bit of a.
I think the
Like,
fact that the whole map is slightly tilted.
Yeah, it
well,
doesn't help.
Like it's not completely perpendicular to north-south. Like it doesn't
So
go east-west. It's.
I would expect north to be like here where I'm stood, but it really wasn't. It was like here.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. We'll see. I'll get there. Is adjusted back? Do we know?
I don't think so.
Something happened IRL. Why do I have... Did you just give me a green gem, Xylo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to keep it? Have you got enough space?
I don't know. I have 2 more backspaces after.
Alright, I'll take it back.
I think we need to primus is putting the gas nova as well. Like time it exactly when it hits. It does so much damage, even 1 extra tick.
That doesn't quite work. There's like the spell pushback, right?
Yes.
The thing is, I think somebody tried it. Not at least like in our melee / group 3. I'm pretty sure I saw the master's ball thing before it even hit, but was too early then.
It's better to precast though.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, Adjusted the only one who's lucky because he actually has a talent that reduces the time to cast it.
Like you can slightly precast it, but you can almost not avoid taking 1 tick of it.
Can we just give it a try? I mean,
We're waiting
we can't wait for Adjuster.
Yeah,
He's
we have
the-
a healer AFK, so.
Woohoo!
Ay, ay, ay. I think just. Do you have a red gem as well, Xylo, or was the green one the only one that dropped so far?
I think it was just the green.
Oh, okay. For me. So I'm wondering, depending on how long this takes.
We had two people because Telly went to smoke as well.
No, I'm back for a while. Don't worry, I'm here.
Yeah. Did he write it? It was
13 would have been back if he was on time.
Okay. Let's go then, Piggle. Let's do it.
All my plans have led to
All I can say is imagine fire was like this IRL, but like it would be poggers. It just doesn't spread. Easy clap. Fire brigade, love and life.
I feel like you'd never seen a cooker before.
Cook out like this?
What
kind of cook out? Is this an
Oh shit, I
Afghanistan
clicked the
joke
portal.
or something?
You
Fuck's
have a
sake, how
gas
did I click
hole?
that portal?
Oh.
Momo.
The fucking, I just clicked it.
Hmm. Weird question, but depending on how long this takes, you will just try and try to 24. I mean, it's probably not smart, depending on where.
Yeah, we could learn how the fuck works.
24. Can we address the suggestion of 24? It's not a fucking any sort of measurement of time.
All you have to do is moan about it, and then he's back. See, he's back. He's back. You just have to suggest something super stupid, and then it goes. Now, health rate isn't fucking Ironforge. Yeah, that's true. But my wife was. Tigger, you fucking sexist, mate.
What the fuck?
Okay, let's get ready to port, or to summon me, Momonga, and who else? Piggle, I think. We're all a bit clowning around right now.
So we only just got more soul shots, and then you just take them all away from us.
Yeah. We're getting that nice, what is it? 120 DPS upgrade? Probably less.
And the teleport, we can just teleport.
15%.
I'd say you can just run in.
Okay.
Seems like a waste of soul shots.
Okay, Mr. Red Leader, I can just run in.
Jesus Christ, man.
May I mean, summon me to the Dreadscom. I'm not even here. I'm still flying.
So slacking.
Can't believe I clicked on that fucking portal.
None of us can, Momo. Or rather, the rest of us wasn't really that surprised.
I was just clicking around. I was like, oh shit, what the fuck?
I mean, me and Alia saw how you were trying to position yourself at Brutalis. I'm not even a little bit surprised.
Actually, talking about the spills in NHM. Oh, you saw them too? Yeah, well, cool.
I mean, imagine having anxiety about going to London because you think people are going to think you're awkward because you don't talk too much. And now you have this where everyone claims you've been talking too much. I don't even know if that's better or worse.
You wouldn't want just started talking about agility gems.
It's just that it's not just talking. It's literally fucking chatting.
What's wrong with chatting with the lads in the hotel lobby, man? I don't get it. Ay. You want me to? You'll just sit there in silence? Is this what you prefer, or what?
It was great, Tilly. I'm glad.
I enjoy having a dialogue or even a monologue, but this was like
monologue.
This was a monologue.
It's far beyond that.
It was a solid cue.
To be fair, I'm glad you did it because you gave birth to one of the best memes so far in this guild. So thank you. Fucking chatting.
That's what I'm known for, dude. Give birth to all the good memes. Any eyes and ears users?
Okay. I'm just gonna run up now. So we're almost back. Cool. Some people might have missed it, but we came to the agreement that some Arcane resistance is cool for this fight. Because it works on like Mother, right? Like the Fatal Attraction where you can partially resist it. So even some resistance will come in handy. So if you wear a badge and maybe cloak, that would be greatly appreciated. Of course the chance is low, like that you actually get the captain in your group, but still wear it. Because not a high DPS check either, so if you scuff your own DPS by a bit, you're not gonna lose the fight like you might on Brutalis, okay? Thank you for the summon. I'm gonna go slightly left now. Nice, thank you. Oh, jump. Right, I'm gonna do a ready check anyway.
See what you can achieve.
Get your positions as well. Then we can go.
Yeah,
I think if you pull on the next transition, that'd be good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll wait the whatever 15 seconds it takes.
Yeah, sure.
Here it comes.
Okay. Let's use heroism right away so we get most of it. Let's go. Use up.
Highway group 4.
Liana Landry.
Choke on your final breath.
Manga?
Manga.
Okay, I was too close. Sorry.
Well, at least it's healable. The thingy.
He had pain suppression.
I killed for the master.
But there's no
Okay,
one
that's
for.
made already, right? Like,
We didn't get the most
Can't do
possible
that.
to suggest the stuff.
Yeah, I think the cost of needs to get a bit
Maybe you
far
can
from us.
practice runs on the airface.
Should we practice the? Yeah.
yeah, let's try. Let's see if we get another thing here.
Not being mind controlled.
Yeah, exactly.
And soul shots.
Napatos now. He just died. What's gonna happen now? So you're just gonna spawn shit ton of scullies? Or?
Let's see if we can let's look at his position.
And yeah, get a bit of healing while I got soul
Where is
shots.
she
No,
going?
couldn't. Okay.
I'm gonna say
Yeah,
right,
we don't.
I think that right there's middle. Sit there live. Don't
This
die.
is.
I think that's
Is
is that middle?
That's bottom.
Yeah.
That's
Bottom, I guess.
Middle. That's middle. Look at that middle.
Yeah.
That is middle.
Yeah, there's bottom is space.
See what I mean? That's middle.
So looks like middle from my POV right now. Middle. See where that?
Yeah, that's middle. No, she's going south.
No,
This is south.
Bottom.
I'd say yeah.
Also,
Yeah,
we
That's
can.
middle
that
again.
was
Not
middle.
middle
Oh.
again.
Yeah.
See
we
what I
can
mean?
go far away, can't we? Because like she starts at one end or the other.
We can do yeah. But that. So, oh,
It gives you more time to react.
I think I've got a firm understanding of where it is, or a better understanding now anyway.
I don't know if I want to trust you.
Well, honestly, I'll just walk you in the wrong direction, and Apatos is there, so we'll probably all get fucking killed by a drug dealer.
So encapsulate, you died.
So I was a bit too close to you, Adjuster.
Let me check what I died to.
I don't think you were, Momo, you weren't too close to Adjuster. I think Adjuster was too close to you.
Yeah, I'm behind the marker for the group, so...
Exactly. So wherever you are is the correct place.
He could still stand too close to the group. We have been
Like the
moving
whole
so
group
far
would be
forward
close.
in our attempts. Yeah.
Good fortune.
Yeah, I think what he means with standing too close is if you try and pre-spread in your respective stacks. So you have less moving time after you see the encapsulate happen than the steps compared to if you
definitely took the encapsulate damage.
Yeah. We'll try and get that better this time. I do think we just need to someone res these people, lazy people. I think we need to keep getting back here, get resed, get buffed, nice and quick. Let's keep going until we get we need to do some consecutive runs here, nice and quick.
Yeah, makes sense.
Is Momo gonna be the only one yelling out positions? Can we have him just focusing on doing that, and the rest of us just do what he says?
Is that okay, Nasa?
Sure. I mean, I'm not the race leader, so I don't care.
I thought you are.
No, I'm happy
Surely you're back up.
It's like a fucking substitute teacher nobody listens to.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't mean that. I thought you just meant substitute teacher. Not that no one listens to you.
There we go.
Isn't that just what he said, though? Yeah.
Fucking Kev, man. Let's trip us out.
Okay, let's buff up. Buffs are looking good. I'm going to raid check. Your personal consumes up if you haven't yet. Some people eating food buff. I guess if you can go in like 15 seconds, now we can go. Well, actually, there's a lot of Mark missing. So maybe wait for Mark to happen as well. Sorry, I didn't see Mark missing in a few groups. So
Mark
do Mark
or the mug?
No, the actual Mark.
Mark the Wild.
Yeah. Okay. No. Some for mana as well. Do it in 15 is probably fine. Like by the time we do 15, mana's looking good again.
Everyone get in your groups. Moon, where are you? You're fucking me for my position in Moon.
Sorry, I'm still eating.
How's it tasting?
Now I'm ready, sorry.
Is this positioning good here, Adjuster?
I give you a screenshot.
We good to go?
Yeah, I think so.
Go.
Next return.
Theo, can you say when you can start attacking, so we know when to start? Yes.
Put up a screenshot of Mongo for next time.
Say again.
I put up a screenshot, you can see if you web again.
Yeah.
You can start attacking.
Yeah, I saw it instead.
Choke on your final breath.
Absolutely can happen in a minute now.
Run away. Choke on your I am stronger than ever before.
Can you angle him? Yeah, wait, after probably. So we're getting some skellies in the north. Pick 'em up.
Right, at the moment, I'd say he's middle. He's going north. Everybody go south. Everybody go south.
Breath incoming.
South, south, south. Go south. I'd say he is middle. I'd say he's middle. Go south. He's going north. He's going north.
Keeps up, peaks
Breath
out.
Okay, stay
incoming.
south. Stay south.
I think it's middle now, to be honest.
That's north. See.
Yeah.
I'd say
Go to
that's
the middle
middle.
and wait where it moves.
It's coming.
Breath
Middle, middle,
incoming.
middle. Go north or south. North or south.
Good job, Mama.
Good.
Okay.
I will anchor after the fog clears.
Yep.
No.
My group, look at my position. Just stand on me.
Choke on your final breath. The end.
Verg. Zenzia? Why is he targeting Zenzia?
Will I go?
Oh, right, that's why, yeah. The tank's dead. That was good. We got through the phase for the first time. Progression.
I think it's a bit unlucky that we got the healer targeted 2 times by encapsulate.
Yeah.
Like the Abatos was also too close to the melee stack.
Yeah, you need to be a bit more behind.
I am stronger
Is
than
he the group
ever
marker for that, are you?
I've got this.
Yes.
Yeah, just get control of your group. Hoard them kittens.
Okay.
Did Matthew have the debuff on them? Or what happened?
I think Matteo just.
Matteo died while everybody was healing the encapsulate targets.
I think the encapsulate was in the closest people to him as well. I don't know if there's more Matteo healing from that group or not.
Does it make sense to announce group number instead of names? Not really, because what can happen is, for example, let's say like somebody, let's say, announce a group number, and then the thing is the person that gets it might not know it gets it, because, for example, a healer doesn't always have the
boss targeted.
The boss targeted, so they don't know the target of target.
I think it's easier for us to know what group we're in than it is the other person know what everybody's group is.
We can announce both, to be fair, like first the guy and then the group. So that might be helpful. If it helps you at least, you can do that. But tactic-wise, I feel we have it down. Like we just need to make sure that people survive the encapsulate, and we should be looking good.
We're definitely making improvements, aren't we?
Yeah.
If you look at what Rogue wrote, you can use everything essentially, apparently. In the encapsulate.
During it as well. Okay.
You can't cast. I couldn't cast any instant spells, but
you can definitely not cast.
I could use Healthstones and stuff when I got it.
Okay.
Like I think you're in some sort of motion that's why it doesn't allow you to cast anything.
Yeah, it's weird. So I couldn't Death Coil the boss, but I could Healthstone and So yeah.
Wait, so you couldn't do anything?
Yeah. All I could, so I could Healthstone, so I would have been able to pot as well, but
So
I
you could
couldn't
Healthstone, yeah.
cast Death Coil, which is instant. So like an instant heal wouldn't work, but your consumer.
Silence as well. No. Yeah,
Wait,
silence can get removed with bubble and ice block, so probably silence as usual.
Does anyone have a report? I need to canvas.
Another one. No problem.
22 gold, nice.
Everybody see, let's buff up and go again.
We did the entire fight though. We just have to do it several more times.
Yeah, we're making progression, definitely.
Yep. Tam, Amanga, Zanzia, full buff, then we can go. Shami change elixir as well.
I will buy one next time I die. Sorry for that. I've stocked everything except that.
Don't you have any right now, or?
No, I can buy some when I die. Then I just enter Hearthstone, and then people can instant summon me because we're at the instance.
Does any healer have some spare, maybe? Leave for that one now.
I got a normal heal flask. I will use that.
Okay. Cool. Go on the next rotation and start, yeah?
Alright.
Happy with positions adjuster?
I think circle is still way too close. Like, you need to be...
Is
We're
he?
standing
Control your
here.
group, is he?
Sorry.
You're still very close though. Like...
Mongo, you can go a bit south if you want.
Facing heroes?
Yeah, use heroisms. Go.
Please go on to your group markers.
Upper. Yeah, one sec.
Shami chained.
Choke on your final breath.
Good job, guys.
I am stronger than ever before.
Okay, go south. Very percent good cut next.
I will die.
At the moment, I think he's south, but he's going to middle. He's middle. Go south. Everyone south. Everyone south. Everyone go south. Oh, that was north. Fucking hell.
Where can you ank?
I think he's middle.
After this?
Yep.
Nope.
Moves though.
That's mid.
Can't
That's
He's
move.
middle. Middle. Go north or south. North or south.
Okay,
Kieran, kill him.
Kill Kieran.
Fuck, that was tanky.
Okay. And then Moonrick, if you can.
I think he's
I'm on
middle.
call.
I think he's
Breath
middle. So go
incoming.
north or south.
Thanks for the soul shot, Kieran.
That was fucking low. Jesus. Sorry, guys.
It doesn't matter, Momo. You're calling it for us, and you can fuck up as well.
Probably have to wipe it because the main tank is dead. Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Just release if you're dead already, and the rest just stand in the fume, so we can insta die as well. Just stand in it. Okay, there's no more happening.
Important thing, Momo, is that you get better every time you call this.
Yeah, I think, like you said, the position, because we were north there, it looked like he was. Yeah, that north isn't so north.
Kill for the master. Choke on your final
One on the left-hand side.
The end has come.
Unlucky step.
So if 2 people could swim me back, that would be lovely.
I can help.
I'll stay with Munrik. Yeah.
But it's 3 times, right, that she does the breath, the dragon, or more?
3 times, yeah.
We get 2 laser beams that follow 1 person, and then we get 3 breaths. I think you make sure that if you get the beam following you as well, to not like move too far away from the healers, else you can't get healed and die.
Also, I'm pretty sure like the one that it spawns extra skeletons is a lot of crap and from some private server. So my bad.
Aye.
Like at least it doesn't look like it would spawn extra. So. But then again, you shouldn't touch it anyway, so it's not as bad as I said.
Right.
Well, looks like this isn't the only one. Stolen a few people.
Wait until we go to Muru.
Woo-woo.
Muru? Did I ever tell you about that time I progressed on Muru?
Many, many times.
I need one to help summon Shimmy.
Thought you didn't. Weren't you 2 outside?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did click on the ball.
Almost arriving by burst.
Did any summons go through?
Apparently not, so. I guess you can just come inside as well, Matteo.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Then we can just summon you inside, because, like...
I couldn't deliver on the summons. I'm so sorry.
No reason to leave, mate. Yeah, big castle would be nice. Actually. Cool, thanks.
How is aggro feeling on the skeletons, Karen? Because we have a lot of time to kill them, but if we're DPSing them too early, it could.
It's okay. It's just obviously when you get the first wave and you get the second wave, so the threat's always a bit scuffy on the second, really. But with the positioning, sometimes it's pretty decent.
Maybe Mateo's running around the sides and
Yeah.
picking them
I'm
up as
about to
well.
say, with 3 tank, it's not a problem because
I'm here now. Thank you.
we've got bombs and shit.
Like it's fine to me and Mateo just like swipe a few, bring them in the Kieran's conk, and then it's all good.
Yeah. And I noticed that a lot of the healers run towards the conk, so we're all good.
Let's stack in the positions.
My good here? Oh no, bit to the left. Hey, good adjuster?
This is more than 20 yards between 2 and 3.
Is that okay, Zyler?
Come back a bit, Shammy. Chained. To me, yeah.
Yeah, it should be right here.
Cool. Let's go next rotation then.
Are we pressing hero buttons?
It's on CD right now. Just use it when it's up.
Just came off now.
Yep, do it.
Choke on your final breath.
Safe use the Chami chain because Verk already used it.
I see it, man, yes. Just tell me when I need to use it.
Yeah.
I am stronger than ever before.
Move towards south. Be careful if you have to debuff now to Mikundra. Place traps towards center. Down now.
Dragon?
I think he's middle. Go north or south. He's going north, so go south.
Breath incoming.
Now it's...
Wait.
Go north for safety.
He's going middle.
Breath incoming.
Job, Mama.
That's literally so stressful.
Yeah.
It isn't it? It's fucking movements.
Right, you need to change the pants.
Get back into positions.
I'm gonna pre-move you, Shami, and then once position is stable, you can hero as well, okay?
Okay.
You need to come a bit closer, Momo.
Here?
Oh,
You're fine now.
My group, look at me. Yeah.
Fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Choke on your final breath.
Aptos.
Careful, melee. We will still get.
That's not the way to handle the Jaina.
We're taking off any second.
Choke on your final breath. I am stronger.
So that time was off by a bit. Careful with the others now. We've given it time to pick him up.
We can AoE on if you want.
There's another trap to the right of this trap.
Can't see
Standing
because
in
I
the
think
green
his
shit and spawning more.
middle, I think. I think his middle go south. He might be north, so go south. Yeah, good. I'm dead,
Yeah,
so I'm
kill me,
just
kill
trying
me,
to
kill me,
rest.
kill me.
I think he's going middle again.
Yeah, I think it might be. I don't know. Might be north. Okay. Fuck this place.
Think about combat reses.
Yep.
Wait, he's going south. He's going south. Everyone go north. Everyone go north.
Who do you want me to combat res?
I'll call my res and gold class.
Can you Monga or whoever's in range, because we're all I'm super far down. So get north
into
maybe.
position now as well.
I got one Monka.
Okay. Okay. Yep.
Get into positions as
Wait
well.
a second, Monka.
Let's fucking burn this cunt.
Get it.
Shami Chain takes a step back.
Choke on your final breath.
Jaina.
Nice.
Good job.
Good job, guys.
Stay focused.
Keep going. Keep DPSing. Keep pumping.
Might get another one.
Choke on your final breath.
That.
Spread now. Until Rodari has it.
I'm second on threat. I'm second on threat.
Keep pumping. Just keep pumping.
You can kill her in air, but I think you still get the full air phase. Not sure.
You want healers to DPS or?
Wait, I already am.
Kieran died.
Target you.
Yes, you're through the air phase. Okay.
Okay, can we group these up? Let's kill these slowly. Group them up. Let's get them grouped up.
Just kill us now?
We just need to survive this air phase.
Oh.
Keep healing.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you where to go. Everyone stay alive. Keep DPSing. So go... Oh shit. Go north.
Breath incoming.
Just keep everyone alive. Keep DPSing.
Breath
oh
incoming.
shit, go north again, stay north. Fuck. Stay alive, just stay alive. Whatever you do, stay alive.
Kill AZ as well.
Sorry.
I mean, it's technically
Go south, go south. No, no, no. Go
Breath
north or south.
incoming.
Does he land? Can you stay alive? Does he land? Does he die if he lands?
He should die. I
Stay
mean,
alive.
you might have to
stay
ping.
alive.
Again,
coming down.
He's coming down. Stay alive. See what happens.
One more hit.
Someone hit him.
I'm hitting it. I'm hitting it. I'm hitting it.
Just running around.
Someone
He goes
Fucking hell.
Fuck my life.
Fucking 10 boys fucking running at me. Holy
Well, level one go.
Oh, fucking hell. Good job, guys. Clean.
Smooth as fuck.
And now Caligos comes and helps us. Yeah, thank you.
How many were alive and not MC?
5 people or something.
Yeah, holy fuck! I felt like it was just me. I was so fucking. When people started celebrating at 6%, I lost my mind, man. Holy shit!
Who was celebrating? Literally nobody was
Nah,
celebrating.
people started saying
We are
good job.
5th on this boss as
People start saying good job. That freaks me out, man. It's not.
They
dead yet.
was doing a good job.
I couldn't get close to Felmas because I was chased by angry healers.
He said good job, Tully, because I saw like 3 people was over there hitting him, and you were screaming you were hitting him. So I thought.
No, before, like at 6%, before it went.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like we all
yeah,
thought,
that
it's
was-
done, it's done, it's done.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
never
I know,
done, it's never
yeah.
done.
Fucking hell.
And 6%, that was. It looked really good, but then Kieran died as well in the last weeks. I don't know what you were doing there, Kieran, because it seemed like you were just running on top of that green
Do
shit.
you know what it was? I'll be really honest with you. I was looking up at the boss, looking at the 1%. I was like, why the fuck isn't this dying, right? And then all of a sudden, I just realised I'd literally just entered the start of the fucking tip of the layers, and I was like, oh my god. Fair play to you guys, though, for actually managing that and killing it.
What I don't know is if you like pre-bubble, if you can avoid it.
Mate, if I'd have known it were coming to pre-bubble, I wouldn't have run into it. I was literally just looking up. And it were instant death. Shoot.
At least it's interesting to know that you can survive the skeletons and still damage afterwards.
The skeletons don't do a lot.
How much damage had to be done? Were it literally just one hit?
When it landed, yes.
No, even after it landed, there was like maybe a second or so before you could actually damage it. But then yeah.
Continue.
Let's have a go. Little bit.
Put normal DPS gear on. No arcane rescue.
I'm proud of you guys.
We're proud of you as well, too.
Oh, no.
30-second videos really has paid off for you.
Some of them are 45, to be honest.
Oh my god, how did you stay alive to watch all
Probably
this?
15 seconds of sponsor, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's here, yeah? Yeah, sorry, yeah. There you go.
Am I right in thinking that this next section is a gauntlet?
I think so, yeah. With the blowing up imps, so the tank's got to stay in the front all the time.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Shall we change here? Move up, let's go.
Oh, I don't have my badges. Oh, fuck it. It's not.
Mate, shouldn't you have like 300 by now anyway?
Oh, yeah.
Congrats though.
Thank you. I was just fucking laughing about the ghost wolf thing.
You're pressing W?
No, she MC'd me in Ghost Wolf and then it wouldn't break Ghost Wolf, so she's fucking
You
running
guys-
around.
Are the warriors playing chicken now or something?
I mean, I'm just waiting for what's happening here because nobody's doing anything.
You are raid leader. You can
Yeah,
tell us what
I
to do.
asked, do
Tell
we
us what
press
to do.
W? Nobody's going.
What you want us to pull?
Yeah, fuck. I mean, there's a reason I've stopped raid leading, right? But yeah.
And who's raid leading at the moment then?
Nasa.
Among us.
What?
I mean, it's good that you two agree on that one.
That is
Sorry, I
fucking
might have
brilliant.
took over a bit there.
That is
I
absolutely
apologise.
No, you did well.
I mean, to be fair, you have a better eye on the positioning than I do, so I don't mind. Like you gotta recognize strength and weakness in the team, right? Utilize the most of it. Nothing to apologize for, mate.
Keep there, keep going.
Coming first again.
That's good.
No, tank. It blows up on a tank.
Did it do anything though? We killed it, did nothing.
Oh, they don't do anything.
So they have an explode timer.
Oh, this one
Doesn't
did.
do anything. Doesn't do anything.
So don't come close.
Yeah,
So
but
melee just either kill it or yeah. Oh, careful.
Ow.
Oh! You're not going to absolutely destroy us.
I got this one.
Oh man, that brain life
Aaron's dead.
kills human.
Hey, we don't.
Now the raid will die.
Yeah.
We need a tank up front to actually just take the feeds.
I got this.
There's another one.
Is it resettable?
Yeah.
We'd have to run
can we
down
just
and play
reset or
most.
like just die, basically?
I think the totems actually take the fiends.
We set a pet in for it?
Just reset, right? So the
Let's reset.
Line it,
Oh,
line
wait, Does this pack reset as well? It doesn't look like a reset. Not resetting. Okay, let's try to kill it then. Actually, get fears up as well if you can.
Are we running in or are we staying out until it's reset?
We can't rest you, so if you're
No, just
if
we're
you're
standing
downstairs,
right outside. We're waiting to either go in or not.
Go in.
Looks like they're just running forward.
There's another one. These take real long to kill for trash packs.
Half
do,
the
don't
raid's
they?
dead.
So we need a tank in the front to be more careful.
Maybe less actual chatting. Call it. Potentially.
I think to be fair, we shouldn't have really rushed into there when it wasn't really properly explained. The tanks have to be in front. Well,
So we put a tank in front, and then who actually kills the imps? Do you want like hunters up there to shoot?
No,
them?
they kill
Blows up.
themselves.
They blow
just kill
themselves
themselves.
up.
I'll just go in front and do that.
You can see a timer above their head.
Yeah, as soon as the imp goes in combat, he starts the detonation.
Okay.
So
So
just gonna put a mark on Rodari then.
If you're in between packs, he won't detonate right away, like if he's not in combat, but if you're already in combat, then he will run in explosion time.
could I have a repair bot, please? I'm running out of regions.
Yeah, I have one here. 2 close-up abilities and 2 strength. Oh,
Blockers.
not rich.
So Vidari stays forward. Let's let Kieran get them. Not pull them off him. Is the ones that do more damage, or the all the same doing the same damage?
What's regular damage? Well?
They're all the same, aren't they? They're all the same mob.
They're different mob types.
These guys here, the big guys. Oh, what do you mean?
The
Vanquishers probably hit the most.
The Vanquishers hit for the most.
I don't know about the classes. Yeah. So
Like it's
maybe it's marginal. It's like an extra K. On average, they hit for about 3.5.
Yeah. So since some people have to leave soonish, because like I feel like the 4-hour raid thing was short notice on some people. Like it was on me at least, even though Sol said he announced it earlier. Like I didn't know until today. And I feel like others didn't either. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna practice the Gauntlet basically, get to twins, and then maybe like see the mechanics is 24 or call it depending. Okay.
Roger.
So, not gonna much more happen here. Like this was super short notice. I don't know if anybody else feels like it, but yeah, it sucks, but it will. We'll have to make do with what we have, and we
Definitely
don't have.
for an odd day that we don't expect. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So, what are we chatting for right now? For like priority targets, or what's the?
Yeah. So obviously, Kieran's going to do his AOE stuff. Which one should me two try and stave off, and Devilos, should he pull one off and stay slightly forward for the blowing up guy?
This cleaves, I think, skull. So as long as somebody has control on the skull positioning, the rest doesn't matter.
So what if?
I think either this or the Vanquish. I can't see it right now, but one of the two melee guys cleaves. So.
Okay.
And in the later pack, there was a healer, right?
Lifebringer is a healer. Yeah, so I guess this shouldn't be skull. It should be like diamond or whatever, and then the priority target is still anything that casts. So Lifebringer and the other guy, Shadow Fiend or something.
Okay.
Can't see it right now, but yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna go, yeah.
Yeah. They also they're moving forward. There wasn't there before, right?
No,
yeah,
let's see what
because we half reset it only like the last pack.
There's another caster up on the stairs here.
Okay. I can't see shit.
5, 4,
everyone's ready.
3,
Okay, it's fine. Yep,
2,
let's go.
1.
There is imp just here.
It's just interesting.
I haven't even entered combat in here instead.
He's so cursed.
Okay.
Probably better to just follow vibe here.
Yeah, let's do it then.
So
anyway, I guess if we just go into the fiends, then quickest way to wipe, no? So dicking about in the back. So
wipe
let's
on
go to the stairs.
Yeah. Don't reset. Wipe it, because we want to reset the whole fucking thing. Don't run in the instance either. So don't run in. Wipe, release. Then once everybody's outside, then we'll go in.
There was
So many weak picks in this instance, like one mob pulls another mob from somewhere else.
Yeah, it should. What the fuck?
Okay, it's just all of this is reset there. Hello, okay.
Yeah, it's working properly. Yeah.
Is it working properly now? Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't confirm. Like, just didn't try to die, couldn't die, and then all reset in front of me, and I'm alive. So yeah, easy clap.
Yeah, basically, the issue that was happening there was like because the Gauntlet was permanently triggered during our pull, the imps were already like in the pack.
Arcane.
I'm back here, Cal. Can you come res me? Further back. I'm near Felmist. There you go. Oh, good kind.
Tough luck.
I once thought we were good friends, but wow.
Good friends teabag each other.
Yeah, some do.
Okay, everybody safe. You
This is
wanna
not Halo's fault, Meteo.
Oh. Never mind what I said then.
Can you still spit? Interesting.
No,
you spit on the floor, don't you?
Yeah.
Yep.
But
Oh,
let's
no,
move
people
up anyway.
spell me.
So, like I said before,
Oh, no.
what we do is we. Okay, interesting.
Why is everyone spitting on me? Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. So what we do, we practice Gauntlet so we have more time for twins on Sunday and don't have to practice it there, and then we're gonna call it. Yeah. So we still have the high note of the not Erida kill. What's his name again? Felmist. We just like chill a bit with the Gauntlet now and then call it. So this is like practice hours, okay?
Watch out.
This is the after party basically.
Just waiting on Kieran and Narset.
I am ready, sorry.
Cool. Everyone looks ready.
So we have Rodari, that star in front, soaking imps, and the rest can get hit by him, okay? And then I think this is the caster guy, and then there should be a Lifebringer behind as well. I'll mark him up when I actually see the nameplate, because I don't see shit right now. If I do it like this, there you go. Sorry, so this. And then this, okay. And these are the two cleavers. Triangle and diamond. So make sure you don't stand in front of them.
Roger.
I can tank them and send them away.
Yeah. Be cool. Okay, we're gaming.
Yep, Renard, do you want to get up front? Yep. I'm going to do a 5-second pull timer.
Healers, you can get away with coming to me.
5, 4, 3, 2,
There you go.
1.
And suffer for eternity.
Man, rogues are so OP, Tom.
Yeah.
Every 5 minutes.
No, don't say that. Just call him out on it.
Okay, let's keep moving. Get the slow binder down here. Careful with the imp, don't blow up us. I guess you can keep pressing W a bit more as well, yeah. Just gotta be careful. Line of sight might be an issue here. The lip. Okay, let's go now. Another imp coming in, careful. That blow up before we go now. Get the imp in the front.
Careful, this guy's on me.
Careful. That.
Stun him off.
What is the DC? Some Hispanic, but is it bad?
Spell it anyways.
I'm spelling it as C. I would like to know what it is.
Is it chlamydia?
There's an imp coming, by the way. Just careful.
Can you get res off? Can you get res off?
Oh wait, imp coming in. Get the imp.
Just it
I
makes
guess-
you,
Imp and go.
it makes people take 700 more nature damage.
Hey, pull us
Paul?
back.
The disease.
Got in combat. Rest is can.
It's not very important.
Be more on me
Paul back
here.
in the front
Pull
as
up.
well. Somebody
I
can
mean-
kind of.
I'll take him in the conk here. Just
New skull.
Can you rest with power infusion?
Yeah.
After fight, you have the most haste.
Yeah.
Imp.
that geek here.
It's okay, mate.
Okay, I guess we should be able to drop combat after triangle's dead, so if we can try and get a quick rest on as well.
Alright.
It works.
We've got a Deathbringer incoming.
Yeah.
Done.
Okay, let's buff the pump quickly and then we can keep pressing. Pushing forward. There's another pack there. Yeah, I think it pulled the rest as well. I'm just try to run up quickly. Just be careful with the vanquishes. I believe.
Another Deathbringer.
I got him.
I see Kieran dropping from low HP.
That was one hell of a fucking lay on hands.
And I see Carl's mana bar.
Yeah. What a lay on hands that was.
Okay.
Oh, there's assassins here. Careful, there's an imp as well. Just let me go. Let me go.
Line of sight.
Keep moving forward a bit with these two.
Sorry, Kieran.
So we don't have loss issues. So I'll be on top. One more Deathbringer in. And then after we pick up this Deathbringer here. Kill the imp, and then we go into the next pack, okay? Let's all move forward.
Yeah, another imp coming. I'll just pull us back so the imp. There we go.
Is this the end of the gauntlet?
I think if someone moves into that curtain, it stops spawning instead.
Give it a try, Vidari.
Oh wait, there's a peg right behind
There's
the
mobs
curtain.
in
They kill us.
We can move forward a bit though, right?
We got 2 dead, don't go too far.
Yeah.
3 dead.
It's only imps who wanna come, so like it's.
I can ag, seeing as we're not doing.
I mean, we don't do more anywhere, so yeah, might as well just ank. I guess you can do a good count if you have it.
I don't have it.
Combat residue as well.
Yeah, sure.
Use them, yep. And then we just go straight into this pack probably, yeah? So.
Oh, no more imps once they die, I guess.
I can't mark them for some reason. I don't know why, but.
I can.
The curtain is in the way.
I mean, curtain shouldn't block me from marking stuff, right?
It does as well in Black Temple.
I just DC it, that's why. Okay, never mind. Fucking hell, this game is garbage.
Yeah, go on in. Go on in. Go on in.
Are we all pushing in or we'll pull them out?
Let's all just go in and see what happens. Ooh, this is a nice room.
Very atmospheric.
Yeah.
That's it.
He's disconnected, mate.
Answer the step.
Yeah, he disconnected.
Pink curtains and not a bottle.
Just like to thank all the melee for all the good Seed of Corruption DPS I did there.
And I would like to thank Izzy for being Izzy.
Thank you, Ludwig.
Did the bare minimum today.
Is it
I
only
got
me
a
or does
fucking
this...
99, alright? You can piss off.
We're done.
Try to kill these. See
Not
what
an
they
error
do.
judgment.
Just go into them. See what they do.
Got the big guy.
Go into them, see what they do. This has got
Fuck
white
it.
grit all over it.
Nah, it's good, mate. Oh, Mateo, what happened to you, mate?
The same thing I'm guessing is going to happen to me in about 2 seconds. I'll pop everything.
Use one of them sapper charge things.
I'll pop everything. I'll pop everything.
Yeah.
Hey,
Maybe
mate.
get with life shift.
Throw 'em
Yeah.
off. Keep hearing Kieran. All healers on
Use
Kieran.
Stoneform.
All healers on Kieran.
Use Stoneform, that's all he has.
Fuck off, you stone form, iron
Fuck the melee,
shield,
just keep hearing
nightmare
Kieran.
sea,
Oh,
I use everything.
Hold on, all healers on Kieran. I'm like fucking. Okay, nice and longer, thank you. Okay, now.
You can get the wild chain heal bounces.
Nightmare sea's just dropped.
Something was. What hit you really hard, Mateo?
Oh, it's hit me.
I ran in and super sabotages and someone
Instead. Oh.
had time to hit me.
Fair, yeah, fair shit. Make things run away.
Dari,
Trap
use
them.
All heals over Daria.
Sheep them.
Consecrates on CD, mate.
Stoneform.
Fear them. Sheep them.
Oh, we put the Curse of Recklessness up.
Oh, you put this to patrol.
Nice. There we go. Doing well, boys.
Oh, good job, guys. Good job.
That's a nice place to end it, I think.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Where is the next boss? Is it one room away or?
I think
It's
it looks
down the
like,
stairs.
when I look at the mini map, the room next
There's
to us
another-
looks like a
there's
boss
a-
room.
There's another pack down there at least.
We have to do the gauntlet again now.
No, I
Don't think
think
so.
that's it for tonight anyway.
I have
Might
a
be
sword
spawn,
stone, I
if-
could, but there's a patrol.
Yourself.
Are you still in chat now, sir? Oh, you've really been disconnected.
Oh dear, Izzy is currently flaming me in my whisper just for saying she did the bare minimum. That wasn't going to be an insult.
The healing was really good tonight, by the way, the healing team. Really, really good. I think everyone was really good tonight, to be fair. Once we saw like every fight a few times.
Yeah, it makes a big difference with Sol not here, doesn't it?
I cannot imagine the levels of stress that Sol would have been going through during that AFAs. I really can't. I seriously can't. I thought you were quite controlled in your what you were saying. You're good.
Are we calling it there then?
Yeah, that's it for tonight, I think. It was good, 2 bosses, and we got some fucking shit down.
I'm back.
Ah, we wiped ourselves at the end of that gauntlet, mate, so we quit.
Well, the gauntlet was done though, right? Like, was over?
Yeah,
Or-
we did the gauntlet. We tried the pack afterwards.
So it's that one pack and then boss, or what's happening?
No, there's a patrol
three
and
packs.
another pack, and
The other pack hits fucking hard.
Can you do like an Eye of Kilrock and not pull something?
I think Eye of Kilrock doesn't actually pull anything anymore.
No, it's been pulling. So it pulled. Do you know the what are they called? Right at the start of the instant, them scouts. It was pulling them scouts. So you can go through, pull the scouts. The scout aggro's the thing, and the thing runs all the way to you.
Ah,
But none of the other mobs pull. Just the one the scout pulls. So you could use the eye to clear out all of them things at the start of the raid.
Things that has stealth protection with those eyes.
Yeah, it worked the same as like stood pulling the pack and feigning. It resets, but it still summons the guy. At the
Yeah, the guy still fucking runs to the raid.
Right.
Yes.
I'm gonna go. Thank you for the raid, everyone.
Yeah, no, cheers everyone for the raid.
Thanks for the raid.